Access granted. Transferring data. Activated.
Good morning. Let's see. Do you guys hear me? It sounds like I'm worried if my mic is working here. Can I get a mic check from somebody in the audience? Hello. Yeah, I think it's working. We'll find out here. Somebody's gonna say. Well, anyway, I'm going to press on and assume everything's fine. You hear me? Okay, good. Thank you, Armando. Appreciate you. Welcome. Hello, gamers. Welcome to Gen Con TV. Welcome to Peter vs. Machine. This game and this show, I play strategy games against the machine. It's right over there. And mostly I play Civ 6. I quickly ran out of strategy games that I knew how to play that were on Steam, and so now I'm just playing the one that my current obsession. And someday maybe it'll be something else. But for right now, it's Civ 6. It is Sid Meier's Civilization 6. This is episode I think 12 out of a series of me playing England for a domination strategy. I'm playing on level 7, and which is pretty high level. There's 8 levels in Civ. But there are people out there who play better than me. If you're looking for the best player on the internet, I can recommend Marbazer, Potato McWhiskey, or Urza Ryan. They're all great. They have great YouTube videos to watch, lots of great tutorials. And, of course, one of my favorite sources, the Civ Wiki, to look up all the different technical rules questions that you might have on Google. And if I get stuck, I'll look there, and you'll see me do it. Yeah. By the way, I just came back. Sorry, I missed the last episode. I was in Morocco, and that's why I'm wearing a jalapa. I got a jalapa while I was. I'll stand up a little bit so you can see. Yeah, everybody in Morocco wears. This is the height of fashion in Morocco. Everybody wears these things, and it's even got a hoodie, so you can put on a little hoodie because Morocco gets really hot. We went there at exactly the right week. We could not have timed it better if we tried. At the beginning of the week, we arrived. It was just chilly enough that you kind of wanted to wear a long sleeve shirt, although by midday that was a little warm. Maybe you're rolling up the sleeves, and kind of missed it a couple times. It never actually rained on us while we were out and about. And definitely in the evening or early morning, you might wear a sweater. And yes, I did do the twirling. There is a Facebook photo on my wife's Facebook feed or video of me, the hat with the tassel and anyway, yeah. All the embarrassing things that show up on social media. Yeah. And then by the end of our stay in Morocco, which was about a week, the last days we were leaving, it started getting hot. Now, hot by our standards, which means like 90 degrees. It gets up to it regularly gets up to 120, 130 in Morocco. I mean, don't go in the summer if you ever go. The reason I went to Morocco is anybody who knows me well knows that I'm very interested in Middle Eastern history. Wait, Morocco's not in Middle East. Hold on. Part of Middle Eastern history, of course, the ancient history, like the Babylonians and the Assyrians and Hittites and all those guys, the Egyptians. But of course, integral to Middle Eastern history is Arab culture, and so I've always had a very high interest in that. And obviously, I don't feel safe going to most places where there would be a lot of Arab culture, but Morocco is a great exception to that. They are very welcoming of outsiders, people of all religions. I never felt unsafe there in any way, and we just had a great time. And I got to go and see a lot of sort of a mixture of Arab, Jewish, and Berber culture, because there's a huge Jewish influence on Moroccan culture and part of the population, as well as Arab Islamic, as well as Berbers, which are the indigenous grouping of people from North Africa. So It was just an absolute delightful time. Ate lots of food. I love the Moroccan food. I will say, after a week of it, I'm really looking forward to something else for a few days. But I will definitely, but we will definitely be resurrecting some of our knowledge of Moroccan food. D especially will be, I'm sure, doing some interesting experiments in the kitchen to take some of the things with, because we even went to a Moroccan cooking class. It was really great out in the countryside with a lot of, we went, it was great. It was called Farm to Table, and we went shopping with them in the market, in the food market, and got all the stuff that we would need to make this huge, elaborate dinner. It was way more than we could eat. And went back with them to their farm, and we cooked it with them. I mean, they're telling us what to do, but they're doing the hard stuff. But, we're doing the sous chef stuff. Here, got this onion. Okay, great. And we're there several hours to cook it and then to eat it. It was a huge buffet. And, it's like, well, what do you do with all this food when we're done? Because it was like way more. There was one other person aside from Adriana D and I. There were 4 of us, and there was enough food to feed 20 people, because we each got to pick an entree that we wanted to pick. I did a sweet lamb tagine, and Dee did a chicken lemon chicken tagine. Adrienne did a vegetarian couscous, and so what we found out at the end, what happens is that once we leave, is all the neighbors come over. And so the food from the cooking class serves part of a village, and they do it every day. Anyway, it was really nice. We went to some other great restaurants. We stayed at a fabulous place. We rode camels. Okay, but you didn't want to hear about this. I just had to live with that. Okay, I kept that part to 7 minutes. Okay, fine. Let's go on and bring on the canned champagne. Oh yes. Well, yeah, we didn't. We had regular champagne. Actually, we had delicious champagne in Morocco, Gabe. It wasn't in a can, I can promise you that. So, well, back to let's Civ. Let's open up the Civ map and see what we got going here. Okay, so let's just take a brief look at the the full screen map. This ugly thing, but it gives you a picture. This is the world map. All these areas in bright red are my territory. The white dots are my cities. The black territory are city states, all of which are allied to me because of Himiko. Basically, is a hero that you can get if you're using the Heroes expansion. If you get her by the end of the game, all the city states will be yours, and that is true. We took the last one. We took in the last game of Mogadishu. The blue, the kind of light blue down here in the close to the bottom of the corner is what's left of Germany. We left a couple of those cities there after we took them out, and up here in the center, in the Great White area, this is Canada. Feel kind of bad about having to knock out Canada, but it's a domination victory. It's just got to happen. And then over here is Inca. This area here was Brazil. In the last game, we knocked out Brazil, and I couldn't remember if we actually completely annihilated them or not, but yes, we did. There's no Brazil left in the game. And yeah, that's the situation. So you can see this is definitely late game, and we will... our strategy next is to attack Inca. I guess I should leave this up here for a second. Inca is over here. The reason I'm going after Inca first is that we're right now allied with both of these civilizations, and it's kind of a good thing. Like when you're a warmonger, you can't break an alliance. You can't attack somebody you're allied with. So you have to be careful with alliances, and but that works both ways. So by having alliances with both of these civs, that meant that I could rampage through these other empires without them being able to attack me. So now I have to wait for the alliances to expire. It's not going to take very long. The alliance with Inca expires in 5 turns, which is why I'm going after them first. The alliance with Canada expires in 13 turns. And then I have to denounce them. I can probably denounce and then wait 5 turns. But I can probably denounce them. I might be able to denounce them before the alliance is over. But the difference between 5 turns and 13 turns, that gives me enough time to go in, wipe out the Incans. I'm pretty sure we can do that. and because we're just getting stronger and stronger at a fast rate, because we're now producing bombers, I'm rushing military engineers, get them in the front lines to be able to build extra air bases where possible, and soon, if not yet, I don't remember exactly where we left off, the bombers are going to upgrade to jet bombers, and anyway, it's just going to snowball from here. So this is the march to victory, my friends. I'm being cocky. Yes, it's okay to be cocky. Once in a while, you're setting yourself up. Big humiliation if you fail, but once in a while, it's just okay to be cocky about it. And that's the situation here. Okay, the tech tree. Here's why I'm cocky. We are lead on tech by a huge margin. We are on this position of the tech tree, and our Canada and Inca are here. So that means we just have them outgunned. As by the time they get biplanes, we'll be on to jet fighters, for example. So let's see specifically. We are probably, it doesn't say what we're working on right now, but we'll probably take rocketry just to stay current on all these. Synthetic materials. We're definitely going to want to be able to get a nuclear power plant, I think, soon. And we don't have the boost for that, but we can't get the boost except if we're lucky enough to get the great scientist that gives us to us. I'm not going to wait for that. So, and then will be this layer of technology is going to be really nice, because we're going to pick up jet bombers, and we're going to pick up modern armor. We're going to pick up rocket artillery and mech infantry. So obviously our infantry is going to be almost as fast as our tanks. So that'll be really good. And nuclear submarines, I don't care about those. And then eventually, who knows, before the game's over, we might build a giant death robot. And then after that, it's all gravy. So that's how close we are to the end of the game. Civics tree looks pretty similar. We have an even more dominant position on the Civics track. And so, yeah, we'll finish out the space race, even though I don't think it has any value for us. We're not going for any sort of science victory, and none of that stuff we're bothering with. We're just going to dominate. And we will try and grab a couple of these boosts if it's convenient. I'm not really that worried about it. I will enjoy picking up one of these 3, 4, 5, 10 slot governments. I don't know that I'm not sure which one. I guess corporate libertarianism. Yeah, corporate libertarianism looks good because it's got the 3. I have to take a look at my policies and see which ones are sort of what my current which policies are most important to me right now, which slots they line up with. It might actually be distributed in sovereignty, because I think in the late game there's a lot of really strong, powerful diplomacy policies. Okay, gotta catch up. With Armando here, bring a night. If you ain't bragging, it ain't bragging if you can do it. Reggie Jackson. Okay, thank you, Armando. It ain't bragging if you can do it. It's just the truth. The truth is, we're gonna win this game. That's the truth. All right, so let's catch up on. We quit right at the end of a turn, so I got to catch up on what all the different stuff is. Okay, a bunch of city-state stuff. I lost suzerainty of a city-state. Let's fix that. That is Ayutthaya. That is definitely not one I want to have in the hands of one of my enemies. And what is it? Oh, suzerain, me. I must have saw that in the last section and fixed it real quick. We've got 6 extra envoys. Always good to have a couple of these in reserve. That way somebody takes a city-state, you just plop in a couple more envoys and take it back. Yeah, but on that note, don't need to use them right now. And so, oh yeah, and here's all the redeclarations of war of after Ayutthaya joined back with me. Okay. There's a World's Fair scored competition. I'm going to ignore that, although it might be one of those where you don't have to do anything. It's based on great people points. Okay, when these things come up, by the way, if you haven't seen these are great late game competitions that come up. where these competitions, I will say, are generally really easy to win. Maybe not the one that's about great people points, and if you're doing really good at this point in the game, then chances are you are earning more great people points per turn than any of the other civs. But the AIs don't tend to push for winning these competitions. I hope I don't accidentally win a diplomatic victory. That would be, let's see, make sure there's not a chance of doing that. I have 14 of 20 points. Okay, yeah, I don't. I guess there's an outside corner case where I could. Okay, I am down 5 trade routes from my capacity, so that's something I should definitely fix. I don't know if I've got anything where can I build them with faith. Can I do anything with faith these days? Oh, I could build ground units, rock bands. Oh, isn't there a boost that has to do with a rock band? Own a rock band. Okay, well, let's build a rock band. Okay, there it is. Fine. Okay, there we got the boost for distributed sovereignty, just like that. Okay, that was easy. But back to the point, I don't see. Sometimes I didn't think I was in an age where usually more mid-game, some of the golden age type bonuses can be that you can buy civilian units with faith, and that can include trade routes, builders, and settlers. Those are really, really great. Oh, hey, yeah, sure. I might as well sell Pachacuti some whales. Why not? Let's try to get cash up front before we declare war on him. There we go. Excuse me, I got a little bit of a leftover con crud, the equivalent of con crud for traveling, whatever that is. Oh yeah, I got air score for defeating Brazil, and okay, great. Okay, so we're caught up on that. Let's just look at a couple other things before we keep going. What else should I be looking at that might be interesting? Let's just check our cities and happiness. Okay, it's pretty cool to have this many cities and have most of them content or happy or ecstatic even. So that, yeah, wow, that's great. That's because we just took a whole bunch of cities in Brazil, and the key to that in the league game is entertainment complexes and water parks. I don't know that since I'm happy enough, it seems. I don't think I'm going to take the time to map out where to build entertainment centers and water parks in the former territory of Brazil. But if I thought the game was going to last long enough, I would do that. Or if my happiness was more marginal. Excuse me. So let's get into the business of figuring out how we're going to. Well, it looks like we started doing this. So we have arrayed most of our army. You can tell just like where is the map heavily concentrated with red icons. Well, there it is, right there. And by the way, I have to open a file here real quick. I take notes at the end of my sessions when I'm playing with you guys, and of like where I left off and some things that are in my head. The hard part about Civilization for me, especially getting older, being of a certain age, where the mind is not quite as sharp as the average. Well, maybe as sharp as the average 20-year-old. I don't know. Maybe I'm still that sharp. But is just while you're playing, you have all these things going through your head. Like, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, I gotta do this, you just like all these things are like pressing on your mind, and you're not gonna. And it's crazy to try to remember all of them. Then when you quit the game, take a break, and come back to it, especially 2 weeks later. But even in the next day, you forget things. And so since I'm playing here in public in front of you, I'm like, oh man, let's not forget anything stupid, right? So I had to open up a little file here, remind, okay, I'm going to attack Inca next. Yes, after the alliance expires in 5 turns. Great. Might consider building some more spies for loyalty, sort of. Let's see what the spy report. Let's see. Oh wait, that's here. Here we go. Yeah, I have definitely got 3 more spies I could build, so that's I need to build some spies. I want to create missionaries as necessary just to. Well, I don't really have blank area because I'm keeping all the cities, so you don't have to worry about that. One thing is if you have a bunch of territory in your rear areas, it can be very distracting if barbarians show up there. And late game barbarians are not to be scoffed at. I mean, late game barbarians will have attack helicopters and tanks and everything else. I mean, it's crazy. So, a barbarian outpost cannot spawn in a tile that you can see, meaning you have a unit within line of sight of that tile. So this is the area most likely that if I wasn't watching it, barbarians would show up, because everything else is in a city. So it's being, I should say, what I really meant to say about the barbarians, their outposts won't spawn in a tile or a hex that any civilization or city-state can see. You don't have to see it, but if somebody can see it, then it can't spawn there. So for example, I can't see this tile here, but Ludwig can. So they're not going to spawn there. In fact, I don't even need to see these too. So anyway, so if you have, I played a game of Macedon where I did not keep a lot of cities, and I went on and when you're playing Macedon, Alexander the Great, you go on the warpath right away. I mean almost right away. You wait one era into the classical era. By the time you get the Greek unique infantry and cavalry, you spam those suckers and you get them out and you go. And by that time, the map isn't full of cities, and so you take over the first civ and go out to the second one. There's huge tracts of land that are just empty, and you're too busy conquering to go bother and settle all that. Maybe you'll settle a few juicy spots, but boy, did I have a lot of problem with barbarians. Let's see, Armada. So can I put sentries in my perimeter to keep barbarians from spawning there? Yeah, that's exactly what we're talking about. Like you do, that's exactly right. And missionaries, Glenn Goddard, old friend of mine from way back in the Magic days, he suggested missionaries that have just one spread left. Well, this one's got 4 because I stopped worrying about. I don't really care how many of my cities are which religion at this point, as long as they're not all some other religion, and then I lose to somebody else getting a religious victory. It's just not that important to me right now. So missionaries have no maintenance costs, and so you're not. If you're using missionaries widely, you use them down where they got one spread left, and you stick them out here so that all of these spots. Let me click something else. You can see that I can see all these tiles. So that's what we're talking about. So barbarian camps cannot spawn in a tile that any civ can see. So I feel like I'm a little sloppy about that here. And why am I doing that? Oh, that Brazilian settler went away. I wonder why. Maybe because Brazil doesn't exist anymore. That's probably it. Okay, I'm just gonna take these in. Oh yeah, done. I can see every tile here. I can see every tile here. I'm talking about around my cities, like where barbarians pop up that would annoy me. Here and here. I love Nottingham. It's a 3-tile city island surrounded. The entire island is surrounded by flood barriers. But it's got an oil platform. And it looks like some sort of, what is that? A cocoa plantation. Great. I love it. Okay. So, yeah. And then up here, I'm doing that. Well, Canada came in here and very conveniently built a town right here, Hamilton. Boy, they're really trying to find space. And so you can see I'm using this missionary here to keep barbarians from spawning up there. So yeah, Armando, that's what we do. Because if you've played a game where you've got big tracts of area, you'll learn. If you play a game sometime where you have big tracts of wilderness around your empire somewhere. I mean, in that game with Alexander, I had as much military in my rear areas going out and defeating barbarians because I hadn't learned this trick yet, as I had on the front lines taking out the Zulus. Okay? With me having corps and them having armies. Okay. Jabber, jabber, jabber. Let's get on to the business of war. Okay. I want to build a couple more spies. I want to build bombers. And I want to build some carriers. And I think I can just buy them. Now, the carriers are going to float around over here. I'm going to try and use this 5-turn thing to get these carriers in business and get them in this area and stack them up with planes. I think I need like 2 or 3 of them. So I don't know if I probably need a harbor. Can I buy a carrier here? Let's find out. Oh, I know why I want to use a harbor and shipyard, because I can build a carrier armada all at once. Okay, that's okay. I think this is not that far away. Let's go to my big naval production facilities like Bradford. I think Bradford's got a fully developed shipyard that can do everything. If not, I'll buy what it needs. Oh, yeah, like I need a seaport. Okay, if I buy a seaport, which I've got 4,000 gold. Sounds like a lot. It's actually not that much right now, considering everything I want to do. But this will allow me to directly build an armada. So that's going to take half the money. Okay, so I'm not going to get all these on turn 1, but I'm generating 1,200 gold a turn. I mean, Armando, I'm sure you've done better than that. I've done better than that. It's good. It's solid. Now that we've bought the seaport, we should be able to buy aircraft carrier armada. We don't have enough money, but I just want to see where it shows up right here. It's not going to let me look at the menu because I don't have enough money to buy just one of them. Why do you need to see the costs for an armada if you can't just buy, if you don't even have enough money to buy one? Okay, fine. Well, okay, fine, be that way. Just for the hell of it, let's start making. How is the game going to be over by the time I get it? Probably. I could build an aircraft Mercado. Okay, just for the hell of it, I'll start building that. And 2 turns is a lot of time. I know. I'm assuming I have enough of a science lead now that I'm not worried about that. And he's building a seaport. Okay, 3 turns I have a seaport there. Okay, this is where my big naval production is. So, okay, so we got to do a couple carriers. I want to do a couple spies. Let's see, what is my biggest producer, Birmingham, doing? Is producing the airport. Okay, I do need 2 airports for a boost, I think. It might have been a civics boost. Yeah, 2 globalization. Okay, so let's do. I'm going to keep my dominance in civics. I'm kind of questioning my decision there to cast aside that research center, but I'm going to have to. My big producers need to produce military units, and I need to get all the other cities have got to carry the weight of keeping us caught up on science and civics. Oh, and it's time to choose a new technology. Let's I don't think I'm likely to get a great scientist right away. Let's see, I have enough faith I could buy this one if it's good. 600 science for each. Yeah, that's kind of nice. That would be like the equivalent of 1.5 turns of science production for each rainforest tile. There we go. Yeah. Nah. Let's just. Well, I don't know that I have anything else I want to. Let me look at that list of things I can do with faith. Is there anything else I want to do with faith? I don't want. I can't build bombers. Otherwise, I'd be building bombers with faith, and I think I have enough military. Okay. Yeah. Why not? Let's get that. I'm gonna get this scientist with patronage. It's not that I think this scientist is that amazing, but it'll free up, make the next scientist available, which might be somebody I want. So it gives the only chance I think I have of getting another great scientist is to get that one off the queue and to start building up towards the next one. Okay, so now we just let me just make a half-witted rainforest. Let's find out where if there's a big chunk of rainforest. I don't remember. It was probably in Brazil somewhere. Would hope. As the cash on hand, Armando writes, as the cash on hand, I find money to be very helpful at specific times. The first is during phase of city creation, to be able to instantly purchase a monument and granary upon establishing a city. Absolutely. Can give a better quick start, allow one to start producing an ancient wall or some such more quickly. Also, yeah, and builders. And it definitely, yeah, I agree with you. Absolutely, Armando. It is about, like, getting, there's 3, getting it's jump-starting cities. Also, I think that there are certain, like, jump-starting, like, new eras of productivity. Like, I think about, I often end up buying workshops and factories and stuff like that. Usually it's about the time that what am I looking at? Tundraland. There's not going to be a rainforest up there. About the time that industrial is rolling around, usually it's about the time I'm starting to get good income. And it can really be nice for getting that, getting some production going. Wow, there's, okay, that might have been like the dumbest patronage purchase ever, because I don't see any place in the map where there's more than three. And yet, since it's the number that you're in or adjacent to, I'm not sure which. Okay, well, if 3 is the best we got, then there's one right by close to home. This one down here, Ayutthaya. Okay, well, when I cycle through the units here, I'll find that great scientist. Who knows where he showed up, and we'll put him to work. All right. Okay, since I didn't get the boost for nuclear fission, I'm not going to get it in time. I want to get to nuclear fission because I think I'm going to want to build a uranium power plant. I'm not sure that I will, but I definitely have uranium, so why not? It just seems like, Armando agrees. Having enough to buy 3 to 4 of my best units at the moment to respond to, yes. Surprise entanglements. Yeah, I mean, military units, absolutely. Oh, we finished the stadium. Hey, are we building the Estadio de Maracanã? I hope we are. Just out of principle? And this is definitely something that I'm just indulging myself here by wanting to have built that. Let's see, where did we finish? It's Frankfurt. I think this is where I was going to build it. I think I was going to have Frankfurt take it on. Well, let's see if it's available. It is available. 30 turns. The game's not going to last that long. I need to build it with a higher producer, so the game will last long enough for me to get my Estadio de Maracanã. Well, I don't think that's going to happen. Well, okay. We're just going to be happy we started building it. We put it by the volcano. That'd be cool. Like, it'll help with the fireworks displays at night, all that sort of thing. Oh no, here, I was going to put it here. 1, 2, 3. I can't. Oh, I was going to have Portsmouth build it. Okay, so no, you're not doing it. Portsmouth is building a spy. Okay. Portsmouth is going to build the Estadio de Maracanã. Must be adjacent entertainment complex owned by this city. Okay, so that plan was flawed. Okay, we're gonna go back to plan B, which is for Frankfurt to build it right there. Okay, we just lost a farm, but that's okay. this is the last thing you're going to do, Frankfurt. You're going to build it, and maybe we'll get a great engineer that'll come in and help speed it up. No, not that one. Okay. So, okay, Roclaw, build a research center. Sure, why not? And Maceo. Oh, Maceo needs a flood barrier. That'll keep it busy for 128 turns. Do we really care? Let's not spend any time with this. That'll keep them busy for the rest of the game. At this point, sometimes you're just looking for something to keep these low cities busy for a while, so that you can ignore them. Okay, I guess we're done with production. It's time to move units. Okay, I'm just gonna kind of make sure that we're generally deployed the way I want to be deployed when the war starts. So we're just gonna want to descend on Armagh and then roll right across. We're gonna have to get wet, get in the water. I have a whole fleet here that can protect us while we're in the water. Probably the best thing is then to just come in and land here in this peninsula, and or maybe take the time to come all the way over to Singapore. But then their units get in the way of my units. Yeah, we'll just land here in this peninsula, and then we'll just drive. There's the capital up here, Cusco. So we'll just drive right up like this to Cusco. Send a couple units over here to wipe these guys out, just to be thorough. And then by the time we finish up Inca and are poised again right in this area, actually we'll just end up posing right here and going into Ottawa. If I didn't have to wait 13 turns to attack Canada, I would pivot right now from the strategy of wiping out civs to just driving on the capital, and so what I would do if I didn't have the alliances in place is I would congregate here, go to St. John, go to Ottawa, and then immediately go drive towards Cusco and take these cities. And I might, given that my military superiority is so strong, I would probably raise these cities, because there's probably no way I could keep them loyal. And so then you lose them. And that can be embarrassing. Okay, I'm going to study this for just a minute and make sure that I've kind of got what I want. I want my infantry on the front. There's my infantry army here. I got tanks, the front, artillery are kind of behind them. Tanks can get to the front kind of quickly. Do I not have machine guns yet? Oh yes, I do have machine guns. This needs to upgrade. And this, I don't have it. I don't have helicopters yet. That'll upgrade to helicopters, tanks, making sure everybody is upgraded. Everybody's sitting near a support convoy, so they have faster movement. I've got let's see. Okay, so now let's look at where all my bombers are. Okay, do I have any bombers in the rear lines? No, here's one. Let's bring it to Fortaleza. Can't get to Fortaleza? No. Fortaleza is probably too damaged. That's got to be it, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, there's definitely within range. Yeah, I just took these last turn. I think I took Campinas and Fortaleza in the same turn. So they're going to have to heal up a little bit before they take on before aircraft can land there. And I could build an airstrip here, but I just don't think I'm going to need one, to be honest. So I can move it to Curitiba. Let's move all my... Well, I'm just going to cycle through my units. Since I run across air units, I'm going to move them up to as close as I can get them. Okay. Oh, there. I have an aircraft carrier. An aircraft here in Fortaleza. Okay, I thought I could land right away. Well, that's the reason I couldn't land the aircraft or stage them to either one of these cities. These two cities already have... They already have airplanes. So, okay. Duh. Okay. Sometimes I'm not as smart as I think I am. Himiko's got 30 turns left. Yes. Himiko is my favorite hero if I'm at war. If I'm not at war, she's not that helpful. But I don't know what she's doing down here. Let's upgrade this. Not of gold. What? Oh, that's right. Because I bought something. I bought a seaport. Okay, well that's fine. Okay, yeah, go ahead and move up there. That's fine. Next turn, we'll have enough money to upgrade them. And Hippolyta is going to... Oh, I know why Hippolyta's there. It's just because that's where the fight was. Duh. Same with good old Himiko. Armando, I don't know if you were on watching when I learned that Himiko has a second superpower that I didn't know about, which is once she uses all her charges, she adds 5 combat strength to all friendly forces within 2 tiles. I mean, it's huge. She's like a great general. She's better than a great general because she doesn't care what era the units are from. Yeah. And she stacks with a great general. So that's amazing. Okay. Let's cycle. Okay, speaking of great generals or great admirals, let's see. Was I coming back? I'm not worried about Canada yet. I'm not worried about Canada, period. Okay, let's put these guys down here. Okay, here's a builder. Is there anything I need to build? I do like to go and tidy things up. Just make sure there's not... Those are probably repair jobs, not builder type repair jobs. Okay, well... Alright, let's start getting these ships up here. This ship has a little damage on it. Let's... It's okay, can sit here and heal in friendly territory. Oh, and a random cavalry unit. Okay, great. That needs to become like a helicopter in a few turns. It's fine. Let's move this admiral over with everybody. Oh, I do have an aircraft carrier. I did build one. I wasn't smart enough to build an armada, but I did build one. Just one? Just one. At a time. Okay, that's a good spot to build, to stick an airplane. I mean, I love to have landing strips that move. Okay, good old military engineers. We can get anywhere. Stick them up there. And he's fine. How terrific. Yeah. Okay, so if Himiko wasn't already my favorite, and she might have already been my favorite hero, except during war, then it's Hippolyta. Now she's definitely my favorite. Yeah. Oh. Oh, I've got 2 bombers on the aircraft carrier. Oh, wow. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I got two bombers on the aircraft carrier. Nice. My plan's coming together. Okay, well, the bombers are in place. They just gotta wait for the other turn. The other 4 of the 5 turns we have to wait. I'll go faster. I'm just getting reconnected with what the heck's going on here. It's all coming back to me. So let's Spec Ops. I'm gonna put a lot of these guys to sleep. So quit asking me each turn what they're doing. Drone to sleep. Artillery. Put them on fortify. Put the drone to sleep. Put this cavalry army. I'm gonna leave it operational as a reminder that I need to get helicopters and upgrade it. And tank army can fortify. This military engineer. Oh, let's build some. Let's get some railroads up here. You guys have seen. I'm sure I have now convinced you of how useful military engineers are in building railroads. It's essentially free at this point. It costs a coal and a steel, but I've got plenty. And you go and build railroads under units. Like, I got a unit there. I'm going to put a railroad underneath it. And then try to figure out where those units are going to move to in the future. And put railroads under there. And it's just like, it's like when your units start, it's like they're starting with a slingshot effect. Boom! Maneuverability. Huge. Okay, tank army. Fortify. Okay, here we got a battleship. Oh, a battleship that has a promotion available. Well, let's, it can sit there. That's fine. Plus in combat versus district defenses. I mean, mostly that's what we're doing with our battleships, is bombarding cities that are close enough to hit. And this one also has promotion. And it's going to get the same one. Nice. Okay, you can just go to sleep. And this... Okay, Armando, this is something that's changed recently, is that I'm not as anti-disasters as I used to be. I'm generally, for a long time, one of the things I've been doing, oh, there's aluminum, is turn disasters down to 0, which doesn't mean no disasters. That's just the lowest setting. You're still going to have disasters. I just find them really annoying. But I've come to realize that the disasters of the floods and the volcanoes add fertility to those tiles, and like you see that enough times, eventually the village idiot figures out, like, oh, duh, these volcanoes and floods are making my tiles better. Yes, they're annoying in that I gotta send a builder down to repair all those tiles that got damaged. So the moral of the story is to try to actually use that to my advantage now. It's like, okay, don't build the town or the estado right next to the volcano. Probably a bad idea. But have them in your territory and take advantage of this effect. Oh, I forgot about... That's why I have everybody so happy. Is I promise you, the reason everybody's so happy in my empire is because I've been building ski resorts like a mad shredder. There we go. That's going to be... Okay, the next religion I get to found in civilization is going to be the civilization of shredding. Right. Shredding. Going down slope on your snowboard, shredding. Oh, am I trying too hard to be cool? I don't know. No, it's just what we do, man. We're out there on the slope, we shred. So... Can you build a ski resort on a volcano? I mean, it is a mountain, right? You should be able to. Yeah, so now, Armando, now we got to try the opposite. We got to try, next game, set the disaster intensity all the way to the max and see how productive we could get those fertility tiles. I want those volcanoes going off every 10 turns. Do the fertility bonuses stack? That's what I want to know. Armando, that's your assignment. Find out if the fertility bonuses stack. Yes, it would be a disaster. The snow would melt, so yeah, I guess the snow would melt. Okay, we have a new turn. Okay, we could recall Arthur, Sinbad. Yeah, Sinbad is an amazing hero early in the game. Later in the game, the less interesting he is. More trade routes. Okay, yeah, that's what I got to do is build more trade routes. Okay, the rock band gets promotion. Okay, it's gonna make me. Yeah, okay. I just don't care. How about religious shredding emu? There we go. Okay, just to drop that in here somewhere. Okay, we got some production. Oh, hydroelectric plant in Plymouth. Plymouth doesn't have a factory? How is that possible? Well, whatevs. What we need is, let's see, its production is 57. That's good enough. What we need is a trader. Whoops. Oh, I hate these pop-ups sometimes. Okay. It's switch. No, that's Plymouth. Okay, we're still Plymouth. Okay, we're good. Water City needs production. Sunderland. Finish the spy. Good. We need a trader. I think really, unless I'm missing something, but the only thing useful I can think to produce with some of these cities is to catch up with traders and spies. I don't even know if spies are useful. Probably if I thought more about them. Trader. There we go. We're going to solve our whole trade deficit. Is that a trade deficit? Is that what we call it? When you don't have as many traders as you need for all your trade route capacity? So, yeah, I think that's a trade deficit. I think that's valid. Oh, can't build traders anymore. Okay, good. How about spies? Can I build spies? It's not showing, not coming up as an option. Okay, so I must have enough traders and spies. Okay, now I'm back to the quandary of what do I build that's going to be at all useful. Can't build bombers. Why not? Oh, because they don't have an aerodrome district. That's fine. Okay, then we go down. The last resort is we can always do. Oh, hey, repair outer defenses. Okay, that's only going to take one turn. We don't have a. Let's just do campus research grants. We'll just load up on a few of those. Keep them busy for a while. Yep, repair outer defenses. Sounds like a good idea. And then it's going to be done with that. Then what's it going to do? What else did I pillage? Well, I didn't do a good job of pillaging on this city. Okay, I just want to give it something to do. It's got plenty of housing. Let's just build an amphitheater. Sure. Okay. Oh, is there a... Okay, the only competition was World's Fair. The game's going to be over before that happens, so I'm not going to worry about it. Okay, so now comes to... Oh, there's that field cannon army. We have enough gun money. It's now machine gun army. So now we have 2 machine gun armies. There and there. We have 2 tank armies. There and there. We have 1 infantry army. You know, I really would like to have a second one. What do we have? We could buy one, but we also have a really huge producer over here that's going to have time. This is where my fully stacked armory is. I'm going to queue that up if I don't have something else queued up. Oh, 2 airports. I need to get one more airport, I think. I'm going to queue up a infantry army. Really feel better if I had 2. Oh, there it is. Infantry army in 9 turns. Okay, that'll be done in time for Canada. Maple Leaf season. So the question is, it's a legitimate question, is whether or not I already have an airport somewhere, whether I need to just finish the one or if I need to build a second one in addition to the one I'm building. One result. Okay, yeah, I've got one. I'm building the other one. Okay, so I will get that boost in a couple turns when Birmingham finishes that airport. Great. Bye, honey.
I'm coming back.
Oh. My wife's leaving for work soon. But not right now. She's just heading, I think, to the dry cleaners. That's what I'm guessing. Okay, so this is the great scientist that can get some science. So this will be basically a 2-turn, 3-turn science boost. Wait, oh yeah, is it everyone that you're here or adjacent? Okay, so if I'm in a clump of 3, in 3 rainforests, I just go there. That's going to be my best. Unless I miss something, that's going to be tied for best. One of several best spots is to get 3 rainforest tiles at once. So that'll be 1800 science. Remember, I'm playing on epic speed, so if you thought, oh, I thought that was only worth 500 science per tile, that's probably why. Okay, we have a spy. I'm going to leave the spy unallocated. Oh, here we go. Uranium mine. Woohoo! And that gives me the boost for Venture Politics. And let's go. Return. Spy here. Yeah, just... Oh, let's see. If I put him asleep, I'm going to forget I have him. No, because I'll go to... Yeah, no, that'll be fine. If I need the spy, it'll be because I have a loyalty problem in the front lines, and then I will, and that'll remind me, hey, okay, ski resort, woohoo! Well, look at, there's still a lot of opportunities for ski resorts. And okay, I'm gonna put the Admiral to sleep. I'm gonna put this bomber to sleep. I'm gonna put this bomber to sleep. There's 2 bombers on my aircraft carrier, and the aircraft carrier itself to sleep, and this bomber to sleep, and this cavalry unit. I don't know what to do with this cavalry unit. It's just gonna hang out here. Put him to sleep. Hippolyta, I just want to get her slightly better position. Oh, she can't move because the machine gunners are in the way. Okay, I'll wait. Oh, well, she could give the machine gunners another turn. Oh, no, she can't. Okay, whatever. Himiko is going to get up closer to the action. Here. Oh, the action's kind of going to come to her in a way. I think I'll put this supply convoy right here. And this other supply convoy is this going to cause the military engineer to switch places with it? It did. That's okay. That's where I want to build a railroad. I gotta admit, I'm still trying to get dexterous at quickly understanding what types all these pieces are. Like, there's military units, there's support units, there's religious units, there's civilian units. I don't know what I'm missing, and they can't stack with other units of the same type. And let's see, do I have a... No, I don't have a railroad there. Okay, so let's build one. And let's get... okay. Yep, no, you're fine right there, dude. So when I start moving these, the military units, of course, those are obvious, but like trying to move like a drone. Okay, the drone. That is the same type of unit as a military engineer, I think. And so if I move the drone into a spot where there's a military engineer, well, they'll end up trading places, which might be okay, but it might not be what I wanted to happen. So, learning how to be intentional with those decisions. My apologies for my ramp. Yes, the movement of the supply convoy from here to here caused the engineer to go up there. So yes, that confirms they are the same type of unit. I want the supply convoy to be kind of in the thick of all this stuff because it increases the movement rate of all units adjacent to it. +1 movement for all units that start their turn with it. So when I start, I want all these guys to have an extra movement point because of that. Military engineers there. Okay, where else do I need? Oh, let's see. Is there? I'm gonna end up trading places with this zone. Oh, sometimes it just won't let you do it. I'm gonna have this guy go down to here. We're gonna build railroads down to these units, and that drone. I don't care too much about where the drones are until the artillery goes to fire. At the point that it attacks, I just need a drone nearby. Okay, that guy, machine guns can go to sleep. Okay, bomber, go to sleep. And here, let's go. It won't matter. I see those. Yeah, you gotta respect the fertility tiles. It jumped out at me in the game I played recently that Armando knows about as Babylon. I'd never played Babylon before. It's a very, very tricky civilization to build. When I first started learning Civ, I saw it and go, oh, wow, that looks really, really interesting. Their ability is that if they finish the boost for a technology, instead of that just giving them 40% of the technology, it gives them all the technology. So it's like boosts are everything. Because their normal way of getting boosts, or getting technology, of just, spending science, having enough science and accumulating enough of it. And that that goes at half speed for Babylonians. So it's like they're really bad at researching tech the traditional way, but they have this huge. But if they do the boost, they're really good. So it really forces you to it's all about the boost when you play Babylon, and that was way too intimidating when it first started. But recently, I thought, I'm going to go back and try that. That sounds fun. Oh, I do have another infantry army, right there. Huh. Okay. See, these are the type of things you forget when you're not when you have these big jumps between when you play. Okay, so I'm going to not produce that second infantry army, and when the airport gets done, we're going to go back to building what's most important, which is bombers. And let's see, we're going to have, I just want to make sure I keep in mind what my plan is for the carriers. I'm producing carrier here, and I'm thinking, that's right, I tried to find out what the cost is on producing a carrier armada, but it won't give me the pop-up on that. And my theory is that if I just don't have enough gold. My other place with the harbor is Seaport will soon be here. It can produce a carrier. I know the production though is, yeah. Anyway, I don't know if it'll be ready in time to hard build it. All right, let's just guess we can get up a little closer, then go to sleep. Incan's got to be wondering, like, what's going on over there? What are they doing? Oh, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Yeah, we're just hanging out. Oh, I got a builder here. Okay, let's go build a lumber mill. fine. Oh, there's somebody. This particular builder. I don't see anything from Doom. Just put him to sleep. Oh, another military engineer. Well, let's get him up. Let's go around this way to Fortaleza. Okay, let's go here, see if they'll let me build him. I don't really need the railroad to Fortaleza, but if that's as far as you can get, and you can build a railroad there, might as well. Okay, let's see what happens. Then we'll check the turn count until we can attack Inca. Okay, so there's a river that flooded. Okay, it's not ours yet. Don't worry about it. Okay, production. Oh, here's a seaport also. Can we build a carrier armada here? Actually, we should build a carrier fleet to combine with the lone carrier. You know, one thing we don't know yet? I assume that a carrier fleet will have twice as much aircraft capacity. No. Whoa, 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 whoa. Look at it's telling me aircraft capacity of 2. Aircraft carrier has aircraft capacity of 2. Aircraft armada, aircraft capacity of 2. We don't want aircraft carriers and fleets. Oh my god. Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. Slow down, Jackson. No, this is bad idea. Really bad idea. Bradford, no. Don't build an aircraft carrier armada. Because we're not... The only reason we want more than a couple aircraft is to have more aircraft carrier capacity. Oh, it gave me production credit toward a single aircraft carrier. Good. Okay, so we have one. We're building one there. That's 2. I guess I'll build one. Oh, what? Whoa, 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 whoa. What do these take in terms of... Okay, I better pay a little attention to strategic resources here. Okay, so let's remind myself here of what by the way, I've my spreadsheet. I could show you what I'm looking at if you promise not to call me a geek. Okay, here we go. Air units and air types. This thread here. Aircraft carriers. Oh, I didn't write down what they are. Duh. Okay, so I'm guessing it's going to be oil. Okay, let's close this. Let's close this, and let's look at. I want to see what I'm sacrificing by building them, and if it's that much of a sacrifice. Aircraft carriers are. Do they not have a strategic resource requirement? Technology, combined arms. Oops. No, they have production costs, gold costs, base costs, base maintenance costs. Yeah, they don't require any strategic resources to maintain. Okay, so yeah, sure, build them willy-nilly. They cost money, and okay, I already got that one done. And okay, I thought I was just at London. Oh well, let's see what Krakow wants. Zoo. Oh well, hey, I know what to do. If you build a zoo, I know what comes next. Stadium. And then when you're done with that, go ahead and repair your theater square. But first, the stadium. Okay, a watermill. Oh, how quaint. Good for you. In the tundra. I hope the pipes don't freeze. You got enough housing? Yes, you got plenty of housing. Okay. Build a temple and a granary and a sewer. Get back to me. When you're done with all that, get back to me. Okay, here's London. Okay, let's go ahead and build a aircraft carrier here. There we go. Okay, it's near the bottom of the list. Okay, no reason to build a aircraft. Boy, that could have been a very embarrassing. Those spreadsheets should be published. They're so well done. Oh, thank you, Armando. I keep adding to them. If I ever get to a point where I mean, I'd be happy to share them if anybody wants them. But they're all over the internet. You can find these things. Okay, we've got the. Okay, all this, guys, this Rock Band is good for is tourism, and tourism means nothing to me. So I'm going to just let them perform in Frankfurt. If you want to see them, you got to go to Frankfurt. They're just going to be playing at local bars. I'm not going to take the time to march them out somewhere. Oh, salt. Let's build a salt mine there. Sure, why not? And sometimes there's valuable treasure. Oh, we can build this ski resort up here. Yes, indeed. I have to wait next turn. He's out of movement points. Okay. And let's get to here. And we'll start working a railroad from Fortaleza right along this path. By the time we go to war, we should have that railroad built. Hippolyta's actually just totally fine right there. And machine guns can go to sleep. Okay, here we have a military engineer. Let's go do railroad to here. And military engineer. Well, you just go out here. Might as well go out here and build a railroad there. And then this military engineer. Get down here. Can you still build a railroad after he gets there? Yes, yes, they can. And Miko is just gonna get kind of like the supply convoy, get in the thick of things, and go to sleep. The builder can go to sleep. And let's see if you're okay. Let's see. Armando says rock band ability. If your cities all get converted to a religion and you want to create missionaries in your own, rock bands is the only way I've found to reconvert your populace. I don't recall the exact mechanic, but it exists. Oh wow, interesting. I would love to learn more about that. If you remember how that worked. Like, did the rock band need a specific promotion to be able to do that, or what? That's interesting. But if you've lost your religion by that point in the game, do you really need it back? I don't know. The religion's super powerful, but I think that late game it's less powerful, except for what you can buy with it. Okay, so this infantry army, now that I know I have one, I'm going to get them into the action here. Okay, next turn I'm going to look at my turn count. I think I'm 2 turns maybe away. Oh, there's a flood. Near Heidelberg. Oh wow, look at almost destroyed Heidelberg. Oh my god. I shouldn't laugh. 4 tiles damaged, 2 population lost, but 3 tiles gained fertility. Yeah, you see the population loss, that's not good. That's not good. Wow, that's yeah. Oh, damn it. I mean, build a dam on the river. We need to dam it. That was for you, Armando. Governor Magnus is established in Birmingham. Good job. Okay, anything I care about? Ludwig wants... Oh, sure. I'll sell you some cocoa. Ludwig? Sure. Sale. Luxuries. No, he doesn't. Okay, trade. Great people. Mark Ryder. Mark Ryder. Mark Ryder. He's a great Twain. I was reading that sentence way too fast. Okay, so now we're back to Birmingham. We're back to the problem of. Okay, so on oil, let's see what our oil. I just want to know what our oil. We are accumulating 32 per turn, and we're only using for 7 bombers. Okay, let's get back on track of what our. Why can't we build a bomber here? Oh, it jumped to Liverpool for some reason. Okay, well, that's fine. Liverpool is going to. Well, that's not Liverpool. Now we're back to Birmingham. Okay, fine, fine. Have it your way. Bomber, there they are. Let's get back to building bombers. Let's just queue up 3 bombers. All right. Have a good day, baby.
I will, you too.
And Preston, what's Preston gonna do? Is there anything useful? Any way you can contribute? Oh, you can build a water park. I mean, I think that's one thing late game that that you can continue to invest in that can be helpful is water parks, just to increase happiness and amenities. It seems like a generally good one. I don't know. Maybe I don't need one right there but hey, why not? Yeah, let's repair the aqueduct. That sounds good. What else can we queue up for repairs here? The entertainment complex. Oh my god, look at all that good amenity stuff that got damaged. That was a pretty nasty flood. Okay, I take it back, Armando. I'm not in love with floods anymore. Okay. Oh, and we were trying to build an entertainment complex here. Here? Huh. Oh no, that's the repair of the existing one. Okay. Yeah, when you hit the repair and it shows up on your production track, it doesn't tell you there that it's a repair job. It can be a little confusing. Okay. Ski resort. Okay, this one's neat. Armando says, it's more neat than truly useful, but bands with the religious rock promotion always convert the city in which they're performing to your founded religion. Wow. This is maybe the only player-driven method of resurrecting a dead religion in a situation where all your cities with holy sites have been converted to foreign religion. Wow. Interesting. Well, I guess, if I ever lose religion in like the classic eras, well, just wait 4,000 years, I get a rock band and get it back. You've lost a little bit of momentum by that point, I think. Okay, let's go here. Probably don't have the movement left. No, we don't. Okay. And then have this. Oh, this is going to make the supply depot switch places. That's fine. Okay, so now next turn, both of those hexes will get converted into a railroad, and we will be ready to attack the turn after that, I think. Yeah, we definitely need more bombers. Okay. Okay, I think I can just put a couple of these engineers to sleep now. I think I have all the railroads built up in the area I need. And oh, wait a minute. This builder should be building ski resorts. And I have enough gold now. I could buy a carrier here in addition to the one I'm building. Let's buy one more, at least. Aircraft carrier, 3,200 gold. Sure, why not? And I thought Newcastle was building one. Oh, it must have had this broadcast center queued up. Now let's get another carrier. I don't know how many I really need, but I feel like I need a herd of them. With 2 bombers each. And, okay, when you're done with that carrier, fine. You can have your broadcast center. I get it. It's important. The kiddies need their rock radio. Okay, so Mark Twain's going to go up here and drop down as Adventures of Huckleberry Finn and Tom Sawyer. Great. Good job. And next turn. Oh, Canada wants some cocoa. Let's try and get the money up front. Let's see which and silver. Let's see which deal. Let's see. Yeah, okay. We'll get this one, and we'll get. Whoops. This one, and sure, why not? All right, production cycle. We got a spy there. We're gonna keep that spy in limbo, and we'll build a seaport mainly for the gold. It's not because we need it for its real function. Actually, that is the real function. It's more gold, and I think production too. No, mainly gold. Yeah, our gold. I really wish our gold was a little higher, but it's good. It's good. It's carrying its weight in gold. Wait a minute. Okay, so we have a trader. The optimum. Okay, what else? Oh, we got to do a monument. Let's do a watermill. Let's do a sewer. And we've got the industrial zone done. Blah, 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 blah. That's really good enough. Oh, we got a shopping mall. Let's get a shopping mall. Great. A little extra gold from shopping mall. That's why. Let's see. What have we not built for this sewer? Sure. Build a factory. Just try to keep it busy for a while. Oh, and a shipyard. Sure. Let's put the shipyard first. Okay. And then Norwich. What can we do to keep it busy for a while? Let's build the sewer. Let's build a shrine. You know, and okay, yeah, let's not forget our old standby. We can do industrial zone. Yeah, actually, why not? Let's crank out a few of those. South Louise. Okay, let's see. Repair the outer defenses. Anything else that needs to be repaired up here from the pillaging? Nope. It's fully... Okay, let's just do the basics. They actually could use a sewer and a monument. Everybody needs a monument. Monuments of me, of course. That'll keep it busy for a while. Get back to us when you've done all that. And here... It won't let you queue up these repairs, unfortunately. I mean, I can do a holy site repair and a theater square repair, but it won't let me repair the watt until I've repaired the site. What? Yeah, okay, I knew that was coming. More great works. Okay, here is an aircraft carrier coming along. So I'm going to be rolling off bombers from Birmingham. I don't think I need a chain of aircraft carriers. I can just use a chain of Brazilian cities. So I think I'm just going to move all these aircraft carriers to the front lines right off the bat. I've had situations where I'll put an aircraft like I'm on one continent and then a war on another continent, and there's just like a huge ocean in between. So it's like you end up putting like, usually just 2 aircraft carriers will do the trick, maybe only one, because the range is so far for staging. You stick them out in the ocean, and as the bombers come off the assembly line, they go hopping carrier to carrier off to the front lines where you need them. Okay. These decisions are all based on money these days. Money and staying in friendly territory in terms of where to send trade routes. Okay, the spy is going to go to sleep. I don't think I'm going to need these spies, but so I'm going to try. I have something in my mind. Like there's a way of using spies to help loyalty. I've never tried it before. I don't know how well it'll work, but I'm going to try it. Let's see. We got one more turn, right? Yep. Spies in one turn. So I don't know if next turn I can declare war or if I have to wait for a turn after that. I don't know. We'll find out. Oh yeah. Okay. Let's get back to priorities here. You should be building a ski resort. Yes. Oh, and you got to build left. Good, because we got 2 more mountains. And here we have. Okay, those are not great options for money. Okay, so let's do the proper way. Available routes in the trade routes section, sorted by money. But let's ignore places we're about to attack. Okay, Guarulhos to Zanzibar. Okay, let's go there. Leeds. Any good city states here? Nope. Okay. Oops. Yeah. Okay. Wait. No, it wasn't scrolling right. Here we go. Dortmund. Yeah. Good enough. Okay. City state here. Any good city states? Let's go to the top of the list. You know what I can do is just set this to city states only. Singapore, not great, but good enough. Let's see. No, I'm not sailing through enemy territory. Okay. I think this next turn we can declare war on Inca. Just a sanity check. Their strength is up to 403. They have been investing in military. They do have some military, so we can't be completely nonchalant. Oh. A flood right where my army is. And nuclear fission. I'm sure the 2 things are not related. Okay. I don't think I care about any of these policies, so I'm going to take the lazy thing, assume my current policies were masterfully chosen beforehand. Okay, let's just look at this. The Rio Negro, 6 house damage, no population lost, no units killed, thankfully. Oh, sorry, you lost your tank army. What? Maybe you guys should build a dam? Okay, you guys need to build a dam. There's no way it's going to be finished in this before the game's over. But you guys are going to build a dam. I don't care. Build it there. I don't care. Just build a damn dam. Your amphitheater can wait. Sorry. Use the dam as an amphitheater. Okay. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Okay, this is saying that we're still allied. Let's see. What does this do? Okay, tech boost. Oh, before I forget, I want to convert a city to nuclear power. I don't particularly know why I want to do that, but it just seems like a good thing to do. So I'm going to use a city that's not already, well, maybe a city that's on oil power. I don't know. Let's see. What do we have in Birmingham? The power plant here is an oil power plant. I think I want to go someplace with a coal power plant. Wow, Newcastle doesn't actually have a power plant. Here we go. Portsmouth. Yeah, good as any. Okay. Although Portsmouth is doing something well, it's doing something that I thought was important. Turns out it's not. Okay, not that important. Portsmouth, you're the candidate. You're gonna do a nuclear power plant for us. 5 turns. And what's that? A granary? Okay. I think the granary is going to be the last priority. The seaport, yeah, it's 16 gold a turn. That's why I was doing it. This is as good as a trade route. Coming to the Royal Dam Amphitheater, singing in the rain. I mean, am I right, Gabriel? I mean, couldn't? I mean, isn't a dam kind of like an amphitheater? Really? Titanic. Okay. Let's go synthetic materials next, so that I can get the helicopters. By the way, I love the biosphere wonder. Oh my god, how am I doing on power? I haven't looked at power in a long time. Power is critical for England. I mean, we're doing so well, it doesn't really matter, I guess, but there's still a lot of cities that don't even need it. Curitiba. Where's Curitiba? Oh, it's here. You know, I'm not going to worry about power at all these cities that are really basically just there to keep barbarians from spawning. Okay. Oh, the civics tree. We are. Well, let's take the 2 airports. We got that boost. Telecommunications. Let's jump back to science. Where's telecommunications? Oh, it's here. Do I want to prioritize? Do I care enough to prioritize that? Yeah, I really would like to get to. I think I'll make a material impact to get to these. And I'm gonna need this. I think I need all 3 of these before I can take any one of these. Okay, so I may not need this one, but I'm definitely gonna need these 2, globalization and social media, before I can take any of these 10 policy governments. So let's grab telecommunications next. Helicopters, yeah, it's fun. They're going to be fun. We're going to have a lot of fun with the helicopters, but we don't need them just yet. Let's keep things moving. And the last days of Pompeii. I think a good band to perform at the Dam Amphitheater would be Rush. What do you think? I think that'd be a good one. Okay, mines. We finished a research lab. Nice. And no. Okay. Commercial hub investments. Oh, you know what we should do? If we're going to do these policies, let's be smart. Let's go to campus research grants. There's still a chance of getting a great scientist that can do something that can be useful to us. So let's do that. Okay, we got the trader here. Oh, this is Plymouth. Plymouth is there anything up here we really need? Got plenty of housing. Yeah, it might as well do a broadcast center. Research labs or broadcast centers I think are important enough to do them in cities that don't have something more important to do. Okay, let's find out if we can declare war on Pachacudi. Oh, you're not. No, just we're an ally. Okay, so the alliance expires this turn, but at the end of the turn. So, okay, so. One thing we can do, where the supply is next. This is the turn where it matters where the supply convoys are at. Okay, let's wake these 2 guys up and have them switch places, just to give Hippolyta a bit more maneuverability. Okay. Okay, so supply convoys affecting these 2 tiles. Oh, but not the infantry is actually probably more important than. Oh, geez. It's just sometimes I get overthinking these things. I know it. Okay, whereas this supply convoy is here, it's affecting all of these units. Okay, that's fine. Okay, I am changing my mind. I think it's more important that the supply convoy give the infantry a movement bump than Hippolyta. Hippolyta's on a railroad; she's going to catch up. She doesn't have to be in the very front lines. So okay, so that's done. That's engineer back to sleep. Engineer back to sleep. You guys are all going to wake up next turn to the sounds of war drums. Okay, yeah, Zanzibar. That looks good. Love me some Zanzibar. Okay, comes an aircraft carrier. Yeah, we really need to get bomber production back up. Oh, I should be able to buy a couple bombers. Let's do that before I forget. And here are my places to buy bombers. Okay. Yes. 3360. 2 gold pieces to spare. Yeah. Okay, you like Rush. Good. I think Rush is the only rock band that Dee and I disagree on. She doesn't like Rush. I like Rush. I think they're great. I think she finds the lead singer's voice annoying. Is it Getty? Is that his name? Okay, there we go. We just got. Oh, there we go. We got. Hey, actually, that was kind of useful. We're 2 turns now away from finishing telecommunications, which is going to give us the boost for social media. So, cool. Okay, here is. Yep, you're going to Mogadishu. All those traders that I produced a few turns ago are all coming offline. Online, I should say, I guess. And then, who's the rock group from way back in the day that sang "Splish Splash"? I was taking a bath. I mean, that would be good at the damn amphitheater. Your armies circle like dogs at our borders. What do you? Oh, so it's making me declare war now on his turn. Fine. Let's see what you do, former friend. Yeah, go ahead. Declare war. Oh, yeah, heartbeats of the puma. And you're going to hear the explosions of our bombers. Okay, I wonder if he did anything useful. You had the advantage there, dude. I had to declare war on your turn. That is kind of a pain in the butt. Okay, so there's that eruption. Okay. Alliance Pachacudi has run its course. Have to be renewed. It's not going to be renewed. San Luis. San Luis. Sao Luis. Remember, I was having trouble pronouncing that city. The city. My Portuguese pronunciation is fairly good, but I got a clarification on it. Sao Luis. Singapore. Everybody's declared war on Pachacudi. Yeah. It wasn't just me. I brought a lot of friends. Yeah. Okay, let's go through the production and then we'll start the attack. Heidelberg, yes, repair the arena so that we can repair the stadium so that we can repair the zoo. I sure would love to be able to queue all those up at once. But we're not going to queue up something else because we do want to repair each of those things in turn. Okay, so we got a bomber here. Let's we should be in range of that carrier. There it is. Yep, that worked. Bobby Darin sang Splish Splash. He was also known for Mac the Knife. Oh, that's your go-to karaoke song. Okay. I feel like I can hear you singing that. Okay, that's all the production stuff. Good. All right. The time has come. And we have bombers. Okay, I'm just going to look at you. I'm going to see how many units. I feel like we don't have as many bombers as I thought we had. We have... Oh, there they are. Yeah, we only have 3, 4, 5. We only have 7 bombers. Okay, 3 of them are on the aircraft carriers. Right here, right? Let's see. The one I just put on this aircraft carrier, and then the 2 on that aircraft. That's 3. There's 4 more. You have 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, and 1 here. That's 4 bombers. That 4 plus 3 is 7. Yeah, we definitely need a lot more bombers. I don't know what the magic number is. Depends on how much of the game is left and how powerful the other civs are and how many there. My rule of thumb though is 20. I like to have 20 bombers. That just seems like a good rule of thumb. I'm serious. I am dead serious. You know, and then a lot of these underground units just start to not matter. It's just a matter of, and well, just wait. I'll show you. If we get to the point where you can do you can actually take 2 or 3 cities in a row with a combination of lots of bombers, military engineers to rush in and build the railroads, and tanks, and just whoosh, 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 whoosh. Okay, let's see how quickly we can take this city. It's only got 6 population. It shouldn't be that hard. Famous last words. All right. Well, let's start with these guys are in range. Doesn't really matter. Okay, so let's start with these. Well, let's start with the bombers that are in the rear lines, the ones least likely to be able to have the most range restrictions. Okay, the 4 that are online are here, 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 and here. These are the 4. Okay, so let's start with these 2 bombers. Well, first of all, can I see the city? I think I can see the city. Okay, let's try it. Bomb. Boom. Okay, that was about halfway through the defenses of the outer defenses. Okay, let's take the bomber. Let's take this one. By the way, this is just good clean fun at this point. And then, okay, still need to... Okay, we also have artillery. The bombers are going to be more... I mean, I don't think we can go all the way over here and attack Willy Wonka in the same turn, but... the artillery is going to be easy. I'm going to want to move the artillery if I can. Get them in the water. I think I should have just started with everybody in the water over here. Like left 1 tank unit and a bunch of bombers and put everybody else off the coast of Willy Wonka. Okay. Mac the Knife or Beyond the Sea for me. Marcus wades in to the damn amphitheater. I guess if I just totally take this, if I can pretty much take out the city just with bombers, then I'll be able to move all of my artillery into the water. That's probably the right move. I sometimes am not good at military planning in the sense of like thinking ahead before a war starts of how I'm going to attack. I'm better at, once the war has started, then figuring out exactly how to finish it. Okay, I think I'm going to have the infantry take out Armada. And if they would have failed, Hippolyta would have rushed up and said, "No, guys, come on, keep trying." Okay, now we've got Armagh. Yes. See, I only needed 1 unit and a bunch of bombers. Yeah, we're going to keep this city. Well, this was a city-state. We could liberate it, but then the city-state's in our way. We could raise it. No, let's just keep it. So, all friendly territory that way. Okay, now we want to get in the water. Let's look at this. Looks like it's got a harbor, which is now a Royal Navy dockyard. See, things are getting better already. Okay, let's go. Let's build the railroads first. And we'll build a couple of locations. Let's see, I've got I got more military engineers. Yes, here's one. Should be able to get to here and drop off a railroad. No, not quite. Do I have another one? I wonder if I need a couple more military engineers. I've got 4 builds. Thinking about air bases. 2 builds. Yeah. Oh, here's another one. And it's got 4 builds. No, I think I'm good. Let's see if we can get to here and build a railroad. Okay, so now everybody into the water. Oh, you can go into the water and move. Oh my god, this is great. Let's wait on Hippolyta. Oh, that was because that was cavalry. Yeah, this machine gunners are doing okay. Let's where's my other infantry? Oh, the other one's infantry. I know where it's at. It's over there because I saw it this session. Okay, machine gunners and infantry are in the water first where possible. And now the tanks. Oh, by the way, we do have a limited selection of where we can land over here. Oh, since you can go there, go to there. Great idea. I could have also hit Armagh with artillery with battleships. Let's see, where's the other tank? Let's get the other tank in the water next. Do I want one to come up in this way? I don't see why not. Yeah, I don't see why not. I think I'm going to have just a couple of turns. I'm going to be able to upgrade my cavalry into helicopters. So I think I'm going to lead. I don't know if I'll have Wilco Wammen. I should not have been calling it Willy Wonka. That was probably insensitive. Let's get the artillery into the water next. Okay. And the drones for the artillery. I find if I move these, when I get a big army like this with a whole bunch of different types of units and stuff, if I kind of move them by types of units in an order that makes sense for me, it's helpful. And we're going to put the spec ops here. I've never done anything that glorious with the spec ops, but I'm determined to. Someday, I'm going to do something cool with spec ops units. Okay, the airplanes are all based. Hippolyta could go help somebody move. Like a machine gun. Oh, she's got to have a little movement left, so let's come to here. And then... Hurry up, boys! Otherwise known as Hippolyta's command. And... Oh, we can get on land. Here. Movement is 9. Okay. Oh, that's because it's on water. Okay. There's no use giving them a free shot at us, so we're not going to go there. But now we've got... So this is an example, by the way, really. I think this is a good point. This takes a little while to get good at, and I'm still working on getting good at this. But this idea that once you have bombers and artillery and power, you can not just think about like, oh, I'm going to take this city. But like, no, I'm going to take the city early in the turn, and then I'm going to move through the city. And how to orchestrate all that in kind of get a sense for that you're thinking 2, maybe 3 objectives in the same turn. I saw there was a player, I don't know if he's still out there playing. I've never seen him online in like 15 years, but his name's Moriarty, and he did some great YouTube videos of Civ 5 play it, and I saw him do that, and I was like, wow, that is so cool. I saw him take 3 cities in a row, like to the capital, like the city on the perimeter, and then the next city, and then the capital city, all in one turn. Wow. Using mostly bombers and tanks. Okay, these are all builder. Oh, supply convoys. Okay, yeah, that's the next thing to think about. Okay, so let's stick. Well, we definitely need a supply convoy in the thick of all convoy. Not a convoy. Convoy. I could just see these haggard troops waiting for the arrival of the convoy. It's a convoy. Oh, Armando, we could do a sketch on that. Okay, man, hold on. The convoy's gonna be here any second. Oh, we thought you ordered a convoy. yes, we could. Okay, so we need, let's see, if I can't park it where the drones are, or, but, I don't need the drone to be in exactly that spot. Let's move the drone aside here and get one of these to right here. Okay, that'll affect all of these units. And how far can this other one get? I guess over here somewhere I could affect... I'll go here and affect these 3 units. Okay. And then I do have a great general here. Oh, jeez. I don't like that I have to think about... And this is one thing I don't like in Civ 6, is that the generals only affect certain areas. I understand it keeps you interested. That it is an interesting mechanic that you can retire great generals to give leave some abilities for something, and makes you want to keep getting new great generals as opposed to just relying on, Sun Tzu or somebody you got back in the ancient era. Okay, so, but it's kind of a pain because, like, right now, its effect is a multiple of combat strength and movement to modern and atomic era units. And that's actually the reason I built this spreadsheet, so that I could look up what are atomic and modern and atomic units. Okay, what it excludes, okay, I don't have any of those things. What it excludes that we haven't got to, I don't have any of those. So this is really everybody. Machine guns, sure. Infantry, tanks, artillery, even helicopters when I get them. Okay, so this is a great general. I mean, this is a great general. It will actually help everybody. He's a civilian, so he can't stack with Hamiko. I think is the only civilian I've got around here I need to worry about. I should be able to go sit here right in the middle of all this stuff. Yeah. There he goes. Okay, I found that stressful for some reason. Okay, our army is on the move. I don't think we left anybody behind. Oh, we could get some of these. I don't need to build that railroad anymore. Military engineers. I just don't want to bump any of these drones. I don't care. They just need to get in the water. Oh, they've already moved. Yeah, because after I took the city, I had to move them up to build the railroads. Okay, great. Yeah, they did their job. They're part of the early phase of that. What we were just talking about. Oh, now that my army's out of the way, I can see all these tiles that need repair. Good. I know. I don't need to do this, but I feel compelled to. Oh, there's a nader mine that's been rummaged. Who would have done that? Oh, it's probably me. Okay. I get so vile and sadistic when I'm playing a warmonger. Okay, so the last thing I want to do, just to be... oh, wait, here's one more infantry unit. This guy can get on the ground. It's infantry. Oh, yeah, great. Right here. Boom. Okay. So these guys that couldn't get into the ground, I'm going to have units come up and, you know what I can do? I got enough. Yeah, what am I thinking? These battleships might as well go up there and start working on Willawamin. What other ships do I have? Okay. The Sea Dog fleet is... I cannot imagine a use for it. I guess I'm just going to go out here in case Incans come up with manage to come up with a fleet and sail it around the Horn here. Another disappointing thing about Civ 6 is the AIs don't do anything with ships that much. Sometimes, once in a while, do a little something, but their use of ships is uninspiring. Oh, and here's another battleship armada. So let's move it to here. And it looks like that's everybody. Okay, let's see what we can do with these battleships. Let's open up. Willawamin is only 7 population. Yeah, but these battleships don't do that much. I mean, it's a little bit. It's worth doing. You can see the blue line is just, kind of poking downward. We've got like maybe 15% of the wall, which is about what one bomber does about that. Okay, repair on monument, repair on granary, repair on shrine. Okay, do all the repairs. And all these artillery still have some movement left. But then I guess I can be here and still be in range of all the support stuff that I've got. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Whoops, what the hell are you... Where are you going? Yeah, I'm gonna cancel you. Okay. Okay. No, these guys are fine. Just come on, let me cycle through these guys, okay? All the partial movement points left from all these units has to now be accounted for. And yeah, if I train myself to, instead of when I'm done saying clicking next unit, click on skip turn. Like even when I've moved a unit, I'm not really skipping that unit's turn. But if I train myself to do that, then it won't come back and ask me again. What about the 0.25 movement points you have left? Oh. Some back home are going to call this a colossal waste of money. We could be building bombers, yells somebody. But ski resorts. By the way, whoever made this decision gets fired. I mean, that's just a really horrible decision to buy those tiles and build ski resorts there. Actually, I'm not sure it's that horrible of a decision. Okay. Oh, look at. These guys are sitting in the water unprotected. What could go wrong? Okay, so we finished telecommunications. That's great. Let's go find out what we're gonna do next. That was the boost for social media. Satellites. Oh, we finished 2 broadcast centers. Oh yeah, the broadcast centers. Turns out they were important. Okay, let's do synthetic materials next, so we can get our helicopters, and then we're gonna. There's all sorts of good stuff to get. Really want to get stealth technology. That's really probably what I should have been beelining for the whole time, just to upgrade all my bombers into jet bombers, which increases their range by 50%. As if they don't have a good enough range already. They don't. It's true. They don't. They really do need to have better range. Mainz needs more housing? Mainz? I just got to verify that. Like, really? I know. Another thing to waste time on. Okay, let's just pop down a neighborhood. Problem is they don't have a lot of good land. This is a pillaged mine. They don't. Oh, that's Munich's territory. Okay. Clock's ticking. Why am I spending time on this? Let's just give him that one. Oh. Put it in front of the queue. Sure. Why? Why did I do that? That's just really dumb. It's just really dumb. Just go back to what you were doing. Did I still lose the mine? I still lost the mine. Oh well, that's okay. Okay, I got a trade route I can build. A bomber gets a promotion. Take time to promote your bombers. They deserve it. Really, they've been working hard. Okay. Combat stream, probably anti-air won't matter. Land units probably won't matter. +2 range matters. Defending versus fighters probably won't matter. Combat versus naval won't matter. Heal after attacking. Okay, these two are good. I think the heal after attacking, it's rare that they get damaged though. No minimum health required. The bomber promotion tree in Civ 6 is not that great. Okay, I can sell to Ludwig all these things for 4. Okay, no. 4 gold pieces, not 4 per turn. Okay, that's just ridico. Okay, who's a great person? Oh, Angelica Kaufman. Great. And that's where the problem. That's where the. Oh, you need a power plant. Let's see. Do I want 9 per turn? That's enough for 3 giant death robots. I think we better stick with coal. It's oil. Oil's great, but I got so much oil. Let's go oil. Okay, go down to production. Oh yeah, got an aircraft carrier. Great. Let's finish this research lab, and then we're gonna start cranking out bombers. Lest we forget. Bomber, bomber, bomber. There. If it doesn't ask me, I can't change my mind. Well, I could, but I'm not gonna think to. Okay. Sure. It occurred to me this was a dumb move, probably. I have water park over here, don't I? I think, and the water park range is like 9. Where I don't see a water park. It's gonna be a big giant Ferris wheel. Maybe I don't have a water park over here. Maybe that was a brilliant move made by accident. Half of my brilliant moves have been by accident. The other half, well, I was leading the organization, so I get credit, right? It was somebody in my organization that had the idea. Yeah. Okay, there we go. I don't see any other water parks. I could take time for a search, but they're pretty easy to spot. Oh, there's... Okay, I'm sorry. I gotta check this out real quick. Not a map tack. No, it's not gonna take that long to say it. No, I was doing the right thing. Search. Water park. Search. I got a little bit of a cough, but I'm so happy that I didn't get more than that going to Morocco. Yeah, I do. Okay, that is a water park right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I'm not going to get much benefit from this water park because it's already got getting the aquatic center and aquarium bonuses. It's getting already from over here, but I don't think it gets the base benefit of the water park or the Ferris wheel. So we'll build the Ferris wheel, and then that'll be it. I think that's the way that works. Okay, yes, repair the zoo. Tell me when you're done. You can repair your stadium. Okay, we completed a temple there. Do we care what else? Oh, what? Yeah, repair the what? What? No, the what? Yes, repair the what? It just never gets old. It just never. It probably gets old to you guys listening to me, but to me, that just does not get old. Okay, now we have another turn to do with all these guys, right? This is a new turn, right? I keep. Well, okay, so Singapore is over there. Okay, so the Incans are counterattacking. They're just counterattacking my city-state ally instead of me because I'm too powerful, I think. Hey, I think we might have a mission for the Sea Dogs. Huh? Okay, so the Sea Dogs, are they going to... What's this look like? So it look like a major victory. We can also kind of plant ourselves in the way. Let's see how much movement we have when we get to here. We've got a lot of movement left. Okay, so let's go around. I don't know. I'm not worried. I shouldn't be worried about zone control. I don't think the zone control matters. Okay, so then that way I'm blocking them from getting to Singapore. And then we'll fire at them. And now where's my destroyer? Destroyer has a movement of 9. It can come here and finish them off. Hopefully. Maybe don't finish them off. It does. And I captured a settler. I could settle here. Okay, that was just good fun. So now, thinking about what we've been talking about of taking a city and then moving past it in the same turn. So I think there's a good chance I can take Wilkawam this turn by using the artillery won't be able to get there and fire this turn. You can see why artillery are becoming yesterday's news. We have a lot of stuff going on to support this artillery with drones and all this stuff like that, and I would trade them for bombers, to be honest. So, but until I have even more bombers, I'm going to keep them around. They might come in useful, and they'll get slightly better when we can upgrade them to rocket artillery. Okay, if I hit them, well, the battleships aren't. Let's see, where am I going to go from here? I think from here I'm going to go over. Okay, let's think about loyalty also. Singapore, I think, might count, might be helpful. I'm not sure, but what I want to do is go up here and here. I got to clean out the rear area. So from Wilkawaman, I'm going to go over here. It's also flat terrain, so I can get there. And then Cajamarca. I don't have enough bombers yet to take out both of these cities. So it's going to be kind of like last turn, where I'm going to clear the way so that all these guys can land over here. Hopefully, that's my plan. So the battleships are not going to be useful after this city. One battleship here could fire at Salsa, but there are several cities over here that they could fire at eventually, including Cajamarca. So the question is, how much do I want to leave them here? The bombers don't really have anybody else to fire. I think what I want to do is actually skedaddle with my battleships, but let's make sure that the bombers are going to do. Let's see how they do. Okay, for sure, I want to hit this Wilka with bombers. Okay, yeah, that bomber did about as good as all 3 battleship unit. When I say 3 battleships, I mean 2 battleship armadas and 1 battleship. Whoops! Come on, grab the other one. Bomber. Okay, the other one. There we go. And the bomber on the other carrier. Let's go in here. Okay, that's 3 of my 7 bombers. Now let's get to the ones that are based. The 4 are here. So I did it backwards last time. I attacked first with the ones that were furthest away. Oh, that one's out of range. This one's out of range. Okay, wow. Okay, so the bombers are not going to... Well, we could build an airbase. Airstrip. That would... I think this is the time to do that. Let's see. With bombers having a range of 10, I think this is the spot. I don't think it's going to let me build one on the Nader. I think I can build one here if I clear the forest. That's the spot that will give me the most range into Inca territory. So, should have had one of these builders up closer to the action. It kind of slipped my mind that would be important. I do know better. And I don't think Hippolyta is going to be able to make the difference. I can get to here, but it's going to cost 2 movement points to go in there. And I won't have any movement left on the second move to clear clear the land. Okay, what about this spot here? What is this? It's a holy site. Okay, what about this place? It's a pasture. Pasture, I think I can over... Ah, shoot, let's look at it. What is an airstrip? Remember, I was having so much trouble building an airstrip before? Must be built on flat terrain. And... okay. Well, I've got engineers. Let's try a couple things. Let's go. Let's see this supply convoy. Just get in the water. Get out of the way. This guy. Let's go here and see if I can build an airstrip. No, I can't. He's got 2 movement left. Let's have this guy. He should have a fraction of a point left after moving here. He does. Can he build an airstrip? No. He could remove the woods. Does that cost him a build? It does. Now he's gone. He's out of the way. So I can move another engineer into there because that engineer killed himself clearing the woods, and I can build an airstrip. Okay, and it'll support 3 planes. So I can get 3 guys up to the front lines. Yeah, so I'm not taking a city. I'm probably not taking Willa this turn. Okay, let's move that one to there. You can see why I want carriers, because a lot of the Incan territory is within range of the coast. Oh, I also got a... That's right, I got a slot on that bomber also. We can get all these guys out of these cities. Okay. This bomber... Did it strike? Did it hit? Maybe it... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It might have hit Wilka. Because it's not, it says its movement's gone. Okay, so we've got 1 bomber here. We've got 4 of them on carriers. That's 5, and we have 2 of them on this air base. That's our 7 bombers. Okay, great. And well, in that case, these guys should obviously just keep pounding away on Wilka. And let's move. Okay, these guys have a range of 2. So let's just move up here and hit them with these machine gun army. I don't think it's going to do much. 12 damage to the outer defenses. Okay, yeah. Right. Maybe. No. Can I get artillery onto the ground? I can. Oh, I got an idea. The artillerists are really upset at my comments earlier and are eager to prove me wrong. And so we're going to give them a chance here. This is going to be a moment of glory, I think, for the artillerists. And I got to be careful about moving them out of range of Hippolyta. Hippolyta is... Well, she's not in the water. That's the problem. She's not in the water. She should have been in the water. Okay, so if I move Hippolyta to there, she's not going to have any movement left and she can't do her action. My thought is like move an artillery unit up here, move Hippolyta over, activate it, and get to fire this turn. That's not going to work. By the way, let's get this tank unit out of the way. And by out of the way, I mean right up on the... Is that really the fastest way for it to get there? I guess it is. Fine, whatever. Whatevs. Okay, out of the way, I mean right on the doorsteps of Wilka. And let's see once again where this artillery can go. This artillery can it really get to here? Yes, it can. Or here. It doesn't need to be that close though. The drone has to get close there. Okay, so if it can get there and then Hippolyta. No, oh, it's got to be here. If the artillery's here, Hippolyta's here. Okay, let's move Hippolyta first and see if she's got any movement left over. I think she will. Yes, she's got one movement point left over. Okay, the artillery is going to go to here. Now Hippolyta is... Oh, it didn't get there. I thought it had enough movement to get there. Oh, well. There must have been a hole in the little green... This is where you can move thing. Sea cats are so much cooler, and everybody wants to be a sea cat instead of a sea dog. Okay, I see what you did there. Okay, all right. Oh, it's letting me fire anyway because I have the right promotion. Boom. Wow, that's weak enough. Maybe my tank can take it. The analytics say no. Do I have anything else I can punch at that thing with? Well, what about the other artillery? Can he? Yeah, the other artillery, right here. And it's gonna need a drone. No, it's got no movement left. Okay, well, that's oh, we might be able to hit it with 2 tanks. That would make a difference. Okay, if it lands first, we'll have enough movement. What's the movement cost line? Doesn't seem like it's got enough. Let's try it. Okay, this tank's gonna hit Woka. And then this tank is gonna try and finish the job. Where's the infantry there? The infantry will have better odds. Can it get there? It can't. Alright, let's see if we get it. Boom. Wow, I had to work for that one. Okay, the question now, whether to keep it. So the reason I'm hesitating is that loyalty could be a thing here. Well, you know, it'll be instructive, right? What's the loyalty? Rebellion in 3 turns. All right, boys and girls. This is a time where the really good chance the right decision is to raise this city because it's going to be difficult to keep it from rebelling in 3 turns. Now, I got enough. I mean, and by the way, when it rebels, its army will be stronger than the entire Incan army and Canadian army put together, probably. That might be an exaggeration, but if you've been here, you know what I'm talking about. But I have this thing where, I mean, there's a lot of things we can try to improve the loyalty situation. So, and that can be instructive. And since part of this is for me to share what I know with you, then I feel like, you know, let's try it. We should try it and see. See, I'm just checking on you know, the things I'm supposed to check on while I'm streaming over here. Making sure everything's going well. Yeah. Okay. Looks like everything's going okay. Okay. So so what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep the city. Worst case scenario is it rebels, and then I got to take it again. Yeah, I'll spare you a story. I think I told the story already of me going back and forth with the city a couple of times with the Zulus while trying to take other cities. So, yeah, we're going to keep the city, and then I'm going to do everything I can to keep this city, see if I can do it. It's going to be a combination of things. And maybe, and by the way, if I miss something that you know about, then let me know, because this is like a really crucial point of in domination strategies as to how to keep a city that you just took from rebuilding. Okay, first thing is to put a governor there. And since I am also going to have loyalty issues with the next, and by the way, the reason I have loyalty issues here, where you didn't really see me have loyalty issues when I was taking Brazil, if you were watching, is because of the population of its two neighbors. The two neighboring cities here, Salsa and Olotontombo, are 15 and 14. Those are really high population cities. They're exerting a lot of pressure here. So I'm going to be under a lot of pressure myself. Part of the strategy is will be to take this city and then this city. At this point, I don't care about this city. I was like, I want to take these high population cities. But then, of course, I got to worry about Cusco, etc. Anyway, it's a rolling problem, which is, it adds a frustrating, complex, but kind of fun dimension to being a warmonger. Okay, so the question is which governor. Since I'm, any governor will work. But with the right promotions, and if you haven't noticed this already, if Victor is very important for your warmonger. Victor has a promotion on garrison commander. Now all of the governors give +8 loyalty. Garrison, with garrison commander promotion, Victor also gives +4 loyalty to other cities within 9 tiles. So what you want is, like, I could put Victor, if I'd anticipated this, maybe I would have put Victor here in Armagh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It would have been within range of that. But a slightly more aggressive strategy is to put Victor here, and then the next city, and go after the next couple of cities. Victor will help with the loyalty problems of those cities in addition to helping this one. And those cities will get other governors. So let's stick Victor here. Victor also, one of his special abilities is that he can settle faster. I don't know where it says that. Maybe I'm imagining it. But he tends to settle into a city pretty quickly, which is great. And here's Wilka. I'm going to assign him there. Now we should see the loyalty change already. 3 turns to 6. Great. The other thing that we can do, we haven't looked at our policies yet, but we can go change policies. Now it's going to cost me a little money, 235 gold, BFD. There are several policies that can help loyalty, and I'm scanning for them. I'm going to do this by category because it's easier than scrolling. Are there any economic policies that help with loyalty? Okay, let's look for diplomatic policies. By the way, I might have a couple more allocated over here. Oh yeah, here we go. Colonial offices, 3 loyalty per turn for cities not on the original capital's con. So I'm getting 3 loyalty points for having colonial offices. Oh yeah, I already stacked some of these up over here. I thought there was a military one. 2 loyalties per turn for cities with a garrison. So we want to make sure we keep these cities garrisoned. We'll have the colonial offices. Oh, here's Praetorium. Governors provide +2 per turn for their city. Okay, so that's going to give me another 2 points. Bye 35 amenities and 35 housing points. People are screaming. What happened to the houses? They were just here. Okay, so so stacking up on the policies that can help with loyalty. I don't know why I'm looking here because I got no place to put it. Just in case I found one that's better than this one. Okay, so that's one thing we can do. Another thing, I have not tried this before, but remember when we built a spy and put it to sleep so that it would be immediately available when I needed it? now's the moment. Okay, I'm gonna put a spy in Wilka. Whoop. And I think that there is a mission. I might even take a moment to look this up, or maybe somebody in chat knows what the deal is of how spies can help with loyalties. But I read some guy on the internet told me that you can do this. Okay, now what's it say about rebellion? 6 turns, still 6 turns. A couple of these things might take a moment to kick in, but you know, actually, now this is being cocky. I think that we are. I think 6 turns is a long time. That's what I think. That's just what I'm saying in my propaganda. 6 turns. People are saying, "What's a turn?" It's a long time. You know, I don't like this. I hate the vampires. I don't like playing the vampires. I don't like fighting the vampires. They're just a pain in the butt. So we got vampires to deal with. Okay, so we have let's keep playing here. Okay, we've got the machine guns I think fired, so they're done. The infantry hasn't done anything yet, so let's get it up into a good spot. It's too slow. We got the tanks are here and here. Okay, they're damaged, but they can get to here next turn. I think it's a good chance of it. I'd count it out, but I probably miscount. Hippolyta has nobody she can influence. I might be able to move somebody next to her and have her go. Okay. I want to make sure that I'm placing people in a way that don't interfere with someone else. Okay, my cavalry can move up into the city so that they can get their promotion to well, they're not going to get that far because they haven't gotten in the water yet. Okay, Spec Ops. What can I do with Spec Ops? Probably nothing. Faster movement in hill terrain. Woohoo! Okay, let's just... I mean, one thing you can do that may not seem that exciting is you can parachute them to where they'll be useful next turn. Oh, okay. Now this looks a little more interesting. I can parachute in here somewhere. And, hey, can I go mess with the vampires? I mean, they'll probably get themselves killed with vampires. Minor victory. I think I just want to drop them. Oh, not within range of the city. You know, you guys are going to go help the Singaporeans. Okay, where were you? There you are. Yeah, right there. Out of range of enemy cities and right in the way of the vampires getting into Singapore. Okay, Singapore by night. I wonder if the best thing for the infantry is to get in the water so they could get up here next turn. Because I don't think the military engineers are going to be too helpful too quickly. Oh well, you know, they can get to here. That's not bad. Okay, they're on the road, literally. And then let's. What about other military units? Cavalry get to here. And yes, I do realize that I have been missing some opportunities to pillage. All these machine guns. Wow. See, they get they're getting a movement bonus from the supply convoy and from the Great General. They move super fast in the water, and then they get up on this road, and like, okay, so let's plant these guys right in a good spot, like right about, actually they can go here and then fire. No, they can't because we won't be able to see it. It's okay. I thought it was me, but the computer's officially not doing the math right on calculating where these units can move to. This guy. I think I'm gonna let. Oh, he gets a promotion. Okay, so let's go to here. How much do I have left? 1 move point. Okay, and then let's take this promotion because that will heal him. And then okay, there's nothing left for these engineers to do over there that's helpful. There's railroads they can build, but they just won't be helpful. So let's get the supply convoy into the thick of things. Can it get to here? It says it can get to there. And it can. Okay, so I'm next to both the artillery units and one of the tanks and one of the machine gun armies. Okay, then the Great General. I'd love for it to be there too. I guess it might. Yeah, no, that seems good. The other supply convoy, well, it can't get very far, so it won't. That's fine. We'll just go to there. And then Hippolyta did not have a great day. She did not have a great day. She's probably really upset about this. Wait, I could have. Okay. That was dumb. I'm not even pointing out. If you missed it, good. I just did something dumb. And I don't want anybody to know. No, I didn't think Hippolyta could use her "come on, boys" ability, and then I moved an infantry unit right next to her, and I think I could have. So, oh well. The drones, yeah, okay, drones obviously. Go to the artillery. And in this case, the engineer's moving last. This one can barely get in the water. So you can't get in the water here, but you can get in the water there because there's a harbor there. So the harbor lowers the cost of getting into the water. That engineer already did a very valuable service. And these engineers are not going to be able to get in the water, I don't think. Nope. Oh, get in the water here. And so, okay, so now I made the mistake of not keeping my at least one builder. Let's see, how many charges does this one have? This one's got 2 charges. This one's got 5. Let's take this 5 charge builder on the warpath with the army, and these other ones can go do what they need to do in the countryside. Okay, looks like that's the most of my military. Except as the astute observer will be saying, Peter, don't forget. Yes, that's right. I can move the carriers. Even though the bombers have moved, the carriers can still move on their own, which means that it's just so good. It's just so good. And let's keep the general with them because the carriers are the most important unit. I'm thinking it might make sense to send the admiral, admiral, back to where the carriers are coming off the production lines. Let's see, how are they doing, by the way? Let's see, there's one there next turn, and one here in 6 turns, one here already, just came off the lot. Okay, I bet it was going to ask me what I wanted to do with it. I'm going to tell it right now. I'm not going to wait for it to ask me. Move to the front lines. Okay, choose production. What do we got? Oh, you want to probably repair your outer defenses. Makes sense. Yeah, keep you busy for a while. Oh, I still have a unit that needs orders. Oh, the drone. And the drone. And the... This guy fired, didn't he? Whatever. He's out of movement. So... And supply convoy. Oh, yes. Another ski resort. Actually, that bad decision, so to speak, is gaining some popularity. I mean, there's some great black diamond runs there in that resort. It's become really famous. Bradford. Okay, those are just shitty options for. Let's find something better. Available routes. Birmingham to Zanzibar. That sounds great. Let's do that. And here is our first new bomber. Oh, see, I should have moved the bomber onto the aircraft carrier before I moved the aircraft carrier. That's okay. Actually, that doesn't matter. We'll just pick out here. How far can we get into Brazil? Oh, we can get to Fortaleza. Can we get any further in Fortaleza? No, that looks like about the limit. Okay, we'll go to Fortaleza. Oh, thank you, Angelica Kaufman. First thing I want to check, I'm going to go see how the loyalty situation is doing here in Wilka. 8 turns. Okay, so some of those other benefits that we turned on, perhaps the ones I did with the policies are kicking in. Yeah, this is not going to be as fun in a way. Like, it's not going to be close. This is not going to be a problem. Although we are seeing some. Well, we're seeing the stiffest resistance militarily now. We've got 2 vampires and 2 AT armies, anti-tank armies, down here. Okay. Well, we'll see if we can come up with... We got bombers. I mean, that's really the difference. Frankfurt needs... they're seeing all these complaints about housing because I took away that one policy. And, yeah. Oh, well. And... Oh yeah, Curitiba needs power. I get it. Oh, tank promotion. Yes, take time to promote. We need to have a garrison in Wilka anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and commit this tank army to staying there. Okay, let's see what's the great person I got. Great Admiral. Oh, good. That can be useful for getting things to the front, maybe. I mean, kinda. It's not going to be that big a deal. And I can sell some luxuries to Wilfred. Let's get as much money up front as we can before we go to war. We don't want to go to war. Okay. Oh, there's a bomber with a promotion. Okay, let's can I build bombers here in London? I don't think so. No, I can't. Okay. Well, then it's in the category of helping us keep up with civics and science. And I could have checked trader. I know there's at least one more trader I can build. Oh, Lebanon wants a bank. Sure. It's not. Let's see. Should I trader in 4 turns? I know I can find somebody that could do it faster, but I'm not sure I'll remember. So let's just do it. And they'll have the honor of doing something actually really useful for us. Okay, no. Oh, they completed their flood barrier. Good for you. Oh, yeah, here you go. Research lab. Broadcast center. Yeah. Brasilia. Yes. And then, okay. Okay, we're done with the production and notifications. So now, wait. This is... Yep, new turn. Everybody's at full movement. Okay, so... my general advice in playing Civ Domination, if there's an enemy army in addition to the enemy cities, destroy the army. You don't want the army attacking you back. Best to just obliterate the army. So, and the loyalty pressure, we have 8 turns instead of what was 6, and before that was 3. We have a time window here to our advantage. We can take a turn to destroy this army that's here. But first, I want to know if there's more army than I'm seeing. So I'm going to come up here. I'm going to do a little exploration with my cav, which is one thing they're really good at. That and pillaging. Got a movement point left. Okay. Don't see anything other than those 4 guys. This tank is... Let's get this infantry in here first. I want to see what's up here, I guess. Let's go to here. See? We're going to see a bunch of mountains. Now there's tunnels. Tunnels are always weird. Especially when fighting the Incas. If it's a really large mountain range, you can have a guy way over it come in one tunnel, come out any other tunnel, some weird effect like that. It can give them some crazy good mobility, but I don't see anybody that I can see. There could something back here that I don't know. Spec Ops, can my Spec Ops fly back there and see what's going on? No, they can't parachute from here. Oh, because their enemies on control. Well, that's not going to last. I'm trying to think about whether or not this guy has enough movement points that he can pillage a farm and get healed up. I gotta look at my spreadsheets again. And see, I have a pillage and plunder list, and I can look for healing. So forts, lumber mills, I knew there was another one. Farms is a big one. And these are look at the wrong column. And water parks, okay. No. Dams, entertainment complexes, water parks, farms and fishing boats, seasteads, farms, fishing boats, seasteads, and lumber mills. I don't see any of those things here. Okay, I wonder if I'll have enough move. Let's just go here. I think the bridge works. Yeah, I got plenty of movement left. Great. 75 health. Okay, back to full strength. And then we're going to go position ourselves outside. We're using the tunnels to get here. That's just funny. Okay. And we have enough movement points left. We can plunder the trade route? No. Oh, well. Okay, I think before I move too many other units, I mean, too late. I've moved a lot of units. Time to see what my Air Force can do against these ground units. The vampires are as strong as the strongest unit in his army. It's possible, not very likely, that these are the two strongest units in his army, and he doesn't have any others. So if I destroy those, it would be funny to see. It would tell me something if the vampire suddenly dropped in strength. And 92 strength is pretty strong. Let's not get cocky, but we can. Did I already move both bombers? Or because I moved the aircraft carrier, they can't go? No, I must have used one of the bombers for something. Oh, I got a promotion. That's what I did. Oh, by the way, my Sea Dog here can fire this guy. Okay, it took 4 bombers to take out 1 AT gun army. And my next 3 bombers. Oh, I should have checked the range. It might have been possible that that one was in range of these 3 or 2. Fortunately, I got lucky. This was in range. Now that's 4, 5, 6. I got a 7th bomber somewhere, plus the one that moved up. I'm up to 8 bombers now. It's this one that's in Campinage. Let's see. Let's move it to Wilka. And this one. Move it to the airbase here. Okay, so yeah, I'm glad I stopped moving military units. Should have done this a little earlier in the turn, because I can have some of these guys attack these guys here. Spec Ops. Do I want to? By the way, these guys have a strength of 90 and my strength is 65. I'm not going to do much to these guys. So my Spec Ops guys are very outclassed right here. And so they just need to probably get out of the way. But let's see what I can get done with some of my military units first. Oh, wow. Okay, so I'm vulnerable here. These guys are way stronger. Like my cavalry guy here is a cheese puff compared to these guys. Okay, well, this is good. We're getting some good competition here. My tank army, however, is not quite as big. So let's move this guy maybe a little bit out of range, but this guy, oh, it's right here as close as we can get. Okay, yeah, this was not super well played. Okay. I might be able to get a battleship here and fire it. Maybe? Nope, not quite. Okay, but we are going to bring the battleships. This is where the action is. Definitely bring the battleships around here for a little bit of offshore bombardment support. That's right. We're calling in some artillery. We've surprisingly run into some resistance here. No, seriously. No, seriously. Some actual resistance here. You can laugh if you want to, but Sarge seems to think they're pretty tough hombres. Okay. I do think I might. Will Hippolyta do something useful this turn? Remains to be seen. Come on, Hippolyta. Where are you anyway? You're out here in the water. No. Oh, yeah. It says you have good movement, but I'm not sure I trust it. Okay, can you move to here? Do you have any movement left? Yes, you do. Okay. Come on. Come on, boys, on this artillery unit. Finished him off. Excuse me. I'm going to take a short break. I'll be right back. All right, back. My latte ran dry a while back and I didn't get water, so that's why I was like getting really definitely needed a drink. Okay, so this Spec Ops guy is still in a lot of trouble because he can't deal with one of these guys, probably, definitely not two. I could take some casualties this next turn. But the turn after that, let's see. Okay, we got the drone here. Put the other drone here. Artillery. Let's put the supply convoy That looks like a pretty interesting spot. The Great General. That looks like a good spot for her as well. This is going to be in range of this tank army. This infantry is, I'm just going to park it right next to Wilka because I'm going to need to garrison Wilka. And that infantry is it's a very useful unit, but all I have up here is useful units for the most part, except for this guy here, this one cavalry unit that's not a corps or an army. But I think there's a chance I'm not going to have that unit for very long. That I predict that cavalry unit or the spec ops unit is going to die. And I can move the spec ops unit to here. I think one of these vampires could still get to me if it's determined to do so. This one would have to cross the river, which I think would slow it down enough. But I think one of those vampires could go wipe out my entire cavalry unit, which is kind of fun to think about, you know. Well, now here's a cavalry army, which actually, oh yeah, it looks like it can get to here. And oh no, that's not good. No, don't do that. Yeah, these vampires are tough. Okay. Moving in the engineers. Getting the builders. Gotta get caught up here. Can they stack? Yeah, they can stack military units. The builders are what's that category? You know, I bet I know exactly where to look. Support units. Yeah, this is a good way to figure out who can stack with who, because it groups the units report, groups your units by what type of category they're in. So here I can see the builders are civilians along with settlers and Miko. And the religious shredding emu, who are playing their hearts out in Frankfurt. All right, see you, Armando. Thanks for stopping by. Thank you. Oh, Miko, I missed her last round. Repair. All right, who'd I miss? Birmingham. Go to Mogadishu. Aircraft carrier and a Great Admiral. Well, you guys can link up, and is that all further you can get? See, Admiral's slowing you down instead of speeding you up. That's exactly what's happening. Unlink. Okay. It got the speed bonus from the Admiral, and then shot off, and the Admiral got left behind. Always seemed a little silly. This Civ 5 had the same problem with great generals and admirals that can't keep up with their own units. mean, I feel like the link functionality was probably supposed to fix that, but it didn't. Okay, we had just enough builds to get the ski resorts done. It's a good thing we didn't prioritize farming. Okay, here comes another carrier. And what's Bradford going to build after this radio station? Bombers. Good. And I have the same thing lined up with Birmingham. Okay, good. Those are my two aero districts. I might have another aero district that I took in one of these cities. I'm not sure. You know, it's probably worth looking at. That's silly for me to ignore that opportunity. Air drone. And it looks like I have enough money to buy another one. Another bomber, that is. 2? Is it 2? It's 2. Okay, those are the 2 I know about. But let's go back, and now that we have the 3600 we need, let's go buy another bomber. 3360. Okay. Cool. Okay. Artillery can fire. It might as well. Can fire at Susa. Not our next target, but hey, worth firing at. I mean, might become our next target. You never know. But no, I think we want to clear up this mess here. Those 2 vampires in particular. Good. By the way, not only Hippolyta have her great ability. Come on, boys. She is really high melee strength, 94. She's as tough as one of these vampires, and she has she heals herself 20 points of damage each round. If she takes damage, I mean, you know, it's almost like you should give her 20 damage just because she heals it. How did Mogadishu get so many tiles? Oh my gosh, good question. Interesting question. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, just sprawl, urban sprawl. I mean, it's mostly water. They don't have many land tiles, and the water tiles are all 3 hexes, within 3 hexes, so it's also entirely possible, like this last one, which is the weirdest one, or maybe this one, is that back when Poland controlled this territory and Brazil controlled all this territory, it would have started compressing the options for where Mogadishu could expand. And so, like, if Brazil got to all of these tiles, which they did eventually, I don't know how quickly, how early in the game, then they would have had no place to expand but out into the water. But that's all. By the way, hi, Packer fan. Thank you for stopping by. I don't have a better answer than that. Oh, Destroyer Fleet has a... Might as well. +1 movement, yeah. I'm a sucker for movement bonuses, as you can tell, but all the time I spend figuring out where to put my supply convoys. Yeah, I'm just deleting a settler. Like, I don't need another city anywhere. And Lashkarina, she's right there where I want her. It's good. Oh. We could actually keep moving the aircraft carriers around the horn here. I think we want to do that. So actually, Yeah. Did we do anything with these battleships yet? Yeah, we did. Apparently. Oh yeah, we moved them over there from the other side. Okay. Spec Ops. Oh, can you... No, requires full movement. Okay, well, at least it's in a position where only one of the vampires can get to him. But I think one vampire could take him out. Their strength is 92 versus 60. Yeah, that's an instant kill. I don't know what their movement is, though. The question is, how smart will they be? It's so many times in this game where I've seen oh, well, that unit's going to die because I could see what the AI could do, and then they don't. So it's just the biggest complaint about this game is how the AI is just not very good at combat and a few other things. Well, I got 2 movement points left with this guy. Okay, whatevs. I think it's fine right there, hanging out with the Artie. Oh, there they go. Yep, they took out the Cav and the Spec Ops. Oh my god, he had a third vampire somewhere. I told you I was going to take casualties. Yep, so ran into a murder of vampires. A coterie? Yeah. Oh, plus 50% production towards all areas and carriers. Hey, I should enact this policy. Let's see, what's the other one? 2 production of 5 gold from all trade routes. I got a lot of trade routes. And 5%. Oh, yeah, these are good policies. Let's see, let's check out the loyalty situation here. Okay, yeah, sure. Robotics. Let's see. Rebellion in 10 turns. Okay. I want to grab a couple of these new policies if there's a place that makes sense. Yeah, we can... I don't think we want to compromise oil and aluminum. Well, let's see, how much aluminum do we have? We have a lot of oil. And the oil, I want tons and tons of oil, but we're making tons and tons and tons of oil. So, and aluminum, not even coming close. Okay, so let's... Boy, it seems... I'm also not taking time to do much pillaging. I think we'll put the Strategic Air Force. That seems a slightly more conservative option. Okay, and then the economics one I just got was e-commerce. Yeah, 110 gold per turn. Is that better than 32 amenities? Or all the holy site bonuses, which are also production bonuses because I have work ethic? Maybe not. And these are both loyalty. I don't want to lose either of those. Well, okay. And then International Space Station, 240 science per turn. See that? 240 science per turn. Plus 5% science for each city-state I'm the suzerain of. That's Himiko. That's the Himiko bonus right there. Wow. This is embarrassing. It's so good. Maybe I could lose a little bit on loyalty for 240 science. I don't want to lose the 131 production and 351 gold that I'm getting from colonial taxes. I think I'm gonna lose a little loyalty bonus policy. Is it true the more envoys sent to a city-state, the more tiles it gets? I have no idea, Packer fan. I have no idea. That could be true. I thought it was always a function of the production of culture. that's just a really, I have no idea on that one. We could, I don't want to spend too much time on this, but we could try quickly just doing a search on that, see what we find out. Civ 6, do city state. Let's see, what would that be called? Expansion of tile expansion. Affected by envoys, something like that. Oh, do city states expand based on envoys? Every envoy, each envoy, any civ sends a border expands by one tile. Only if that envoy increases the maximum number of envoys. I.e., if Civ 1 has 6 envoys, Civ 2 sends his third envoy, it won't expand the border. Oh, the maximum number of envoys from a given city, maybe. I had no idea this was a thing. Well, I had no idea it was a thing either. I don't know. That's an interesting theory. I'm gonna watch for that. That one comment just seemed a little poorly worded. If the envoy increases the maximum number of envoys, yeah, from a given civ. I mean, it seems like it'd be pretty easy to test. Each envoy any civ sends to a city-state, its border expands by one tile. Dude, we could test that right now. I've got a bunch of envoys. Okay, so Singapore, its borders are like this. Okay. I'm gonna take a picture of that real quick. Just see what territory it has. And then they can send an envoy to Singapore. And it will probably be, since I'm the suzerain, I have the most envoys there. So it will. Yeah, did he just pick up that crabs? Yeah, it just picked up the crabs. Thank you, Packer fan, for teaching me that. I had no idea that was the case. Do their borders expand like the normal way too? Like, you know, they get more culture by producing culture? I don't know. Okay, my cavalry was destroyed by a vampire and took 5 damage. My spec ops was destroyed by a vampire. It took 3 damage. In other words, they barely fought. They barely fought back. I mean, that's a scene out of a horror movie. One vampire coming into an entire spec ops unit and just wiping it out. It's just like, whoa, wow. They're like gods. Okay, all these housing notices. A bomber wants promotion. Good. Yeah, because we got plans for you. Ludwig wants honey. Sure. And a bunch of other things. For 1 gold per turn. No. Or was he trying to sell me honey? No. That's ridiculous. Just because you don't like me doesn't mean you can get away with paying a horrible price. Okay, we're going to get social media next. Yeah, I need at least both of these to pick up any of these. Okay, so social media. Man, some of the civics in the late game are just so freaking good. Okay, Roclaw. Yeah, go ahead. Broadcast center. Let's keep up with the civics. And it's so weird that I never know. I mean, that's one thing I actually love about this game. You can play it and play it and play it and have no idea that how certain things are working. It's just a big, glorious game. Let's just build an art museum there. And a governor title. Phew, what am I going to do with a governor title at this point? I guess appoint Reina somewhere. I don't even know where. Well, not where Victor is. I don't want to overthink. I'm just going to put it somewhere. Marseille, sure, great. I mean, she needs to be where a lot of foreign trade routes are going through, and I don't want to take the time to find out where that is. Okay, so we just okay, units. Oh, we've got a bomber here. Might as well take care of that while we're here. It can base to probably Fortaleza, I think. Oh, Armagh. Great. Oh, or this aircraft carrier, even better. Do we have a bomber over in Birmingham yet? 2 turns. Okay, we're up to 9 bombers now. Okay, well, obviously our top priority is taking care of these vampires. And we need to start playing a lot more carefully. Not a lot more, but we need to be mindful of these vampires. And you know, Singapore had an army here, right? Remember, you know, I mean, I never really pointed it out, but you might have noticed, you know, a few turns back before we declared war on Inca, and the Singapore had quite an army, but the city-states don't always do real well with their armies. Well, let's start wheeling away this guy. 18 points. Wow, yeah, it's going to take some work. Okay, well, that's why they call it work, because all the fun words were taken. Like, bomb blast. Oh, I think I took a promotion there. That's what happened. Okay, this bomber. And this bomber. That's those 4. And then I have one here in Wilka. Now let's see where these are in range. I probably should have picked a vampire that everybody could get to. Yeah, I couldn't have. There's none that these guys can strike at. Okay, well, so now we go back to some old school tactics of having to protect our artillery, put the strongest units in the front and on the flanks, those sorts of things. Also, we can get Hippolyta into the action. She can't quite get there. See, she can hold her own fighting these vampires. And let's check out some of these other tank units. Can hold their own. Yeah, that tank unit do pretty good. Yeah. The machine gun army has a range strength of 102. It can do really well. Infantry, probably not that. Yeah, okay. But the cavalry, no. Cavalry, that's because, you know, the cavalry is the oldest unit tech-wise that I have. Oh, Packer fan says, thanks for testing that, Peter. Quill said that once, and I guess he was right. I guess he was. Yeah. Well, it's always good to test. Trust but verify. The cavalry unit is the least modern unit I have, and it will... Oh, wait. In one more turn, we'll be able to upgrade it to helicopters. I guess helicopters are a little stronger than horses. Huh. So I'm probably going to take this one cavalry unit I have left and move him back into Wilka. And so that he's in friendly territory next turn and I can upgrade him. Okay, so this tank do okay. How can artillery do? How well will they do against vampires? Not that great. you know, they're not a very precise weapon. But the machine guns are good. Really, really interesting. Okay, so I think we learned the tank. Now this tank army has more promotions than, or different promotions than the other one. The other one has a strength of, they both have strength of 102. Maybe I wasn't comparing to the same ones. Okay, so I think my strategy is to plant, maybe take one of these tanks and go chasing down this dude and have another tank right here, which is kind of an important position, and then move my machine guns up to here and have them unload on the vampires. And I should be able to kill one of them, maybe two. And the thing is, these vampires, they don't die. They just go back home and start regenerating. That's the frustrating thing. Not a fan. Yeah, I like this strategy. Okay, so this tank guy is going to come down here and I think maybe wipe it out. Yeah, it's interesting. Now, yep. Boom. Now I killed it, but you notice I didn't advance. Usually when you kill a unit in melee, you advance into the hex. With vampires, you kill the vampire, but they hold the ground while they die. Kind of die. Just a funny little thing that I found out by playing. And the infantry unit is... Okay, I am going to move Belita to here. I could have her fight somebody. But I think what I want to do is I want to form a wall, a pretty strong unit, so the vampires, hopefully I'm going to kill one of these two, that the other one can't hurt me too bad. Like, you know, we'll see what happens. This is getting into risky territory. Okay, I want this tank here. So down there where it's not doing any good. And then I'm going to move the other tank unit to here. So I have really wall of nice strong units. Before I forget, I put this infantry unit in here so that Wilka still has a garrison. And I've got, now I want to get the machine guns. Let's get this one to here. Does it have movement left? Yes, thank goodness. And then this. Now the machine guns aren't that strong on defense. So maybe I want this machine gun to go here, actually. They could still fire at this one. Then this machine gun to go here. Now they can gang up on this one, or if I'm lucky enough that this one kills this one, then this one can fire at the other one. And I've got a wall of units that are stronger on defense. And I have a little bit of a hole over here. Okay, well, maybe I rely on zone of control then. I'm going to put this infantry unit, actually back him up one. Okay. So, the zone of control rules, if the vampire tries, like, let's say I leave this cavalry here and I got a hole here, he's not going to be able to move to here and then attack. He can only attack the guy that he first engaged with zone of control with. So, but it's actually artillery I want to put there. 1, 2, 3. Actually, I put the artillery back here. I'm saving, they're going to fire at, once they get to a safer position, when they can fire, maybe this turn, maybe not, they're going to fire at the city. because I don't think they're going to do any good against the vampires. Although we'll leave that as an option here. And, oh, you know, let's move this infantry unit here. And this cavalry unit is going to come back and do the garrison duty. Next turn it can upgrade. Okay, so what we have here is we have our weak units on defense, which are the machine guns and the artillery, all protected by Hippolyta tanks and infantry. So I think it will be impossible for a surviving vampire to get back and kill one of these weak units. And they can attack one of these frontline units and perhaps thump it kind of hard, but I don't think that they can. And they'll combine that with barrage from a city or something like that. But I think all my units will survive next turn. So we're definitely having to be more cautious now because of this new threat. Okay, the supply convoy is going to come back to here. The Great General is actually right here within range of all of these guys. And then this supply convoy is just going to go sit. Also don't want to leave these guys sitting out in the open too much, where they can get picked off. Okay, so now we've moved these guys. I don't have any bombers left. I've got one artillery that can shoot probably at a city, but let's see how the machine gunners do against the vampires. Come on, help us, Obi-Wan machine gun. You're our only hope. Boom. That knocked that vampire down quite a bit. Guess the question is, this machine gun can't fire. Oh, he moved too far. And Hippolyta already did her thing. That's a little dangerous. 1.7 left. 2.5 left. Do I want to hit it? Weaken it a little bit. No, I don't think I do. Okay. I got 2 vampires that could gang up on somebody. Hippolyta. There's a chance I could lose a tank corps, especially if there's another vampire. I mean, theoretically, at this stage of the game, he could have all 4, right? Yeah, I like how cavalry upgrades to air cavalry, says Packer fan. That's yeah. I mean, it is I think that's actually the natural progression. I think it makes sense with, like, my dad was in air cav in the army before he passed. A long time before he passed, before he retired, and his symbol on his uniform was, there was a horse, and he had a saber, like a cavalryman's saber. So maybe I'm reading too much into that, but that's my understanding of how air cav. Oh, Hamiko. Oh, Hamiko. Come on, darling. Get you in the mix. Okay, so she is a civilian unit. She could stack here. No? She can't stack with the support unit? Okay, I gotta undo this somehow. Let's try to move her into the volcano. Oh, there we go. Okay, I really want to understand this. I'm really trying to get dexterous at understanding who can stack with who. Yeah, Hamiko can't stack with builders and rock bands because they're civilians. I don't have a civilian in that tile. I have a supply convoy, which is a support unit, right? Units. Supply convoy is under support units. Here we go. Yep, support with drones and military engineers. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, why can't Hamiko go here? Who knows? Oh, that's where the general is. Huh, okay. Well, that makes sense. Okay, but I can have her go here. And there she is. And I don't think the zone of control rules will allow anybody to get to her. Okay. Oh my god, do I have a bomber left? No, I think I just... Builder... Okay. I wonder if I could do this little trick. It's so embarrassing to use a trick that the AI just keeps falling for and fight. In Civ 5, the AI always fails, and you just get you stick a builder out there somewhere. Oh, it didn't get far enough, and the AI would always charge out and capture the builder. And I mean, you could count on it like clockwork in Civ 5. In Civ 6, it's not quite as reliable of a ruse as it is in Civ 5. Not that I necessarily want to lose these builders, but I mean, I could make more if I really want. If I run out of builders, it's not like I don't know where to get more builders. But if you can get them to, if you can get your enemy, like one of these vampires, which are like a very deadly threat to like my tank armies, so like, oh, free builder, ooh, run over and get the builder. I mean, that's a win. Let's see, the battleships haven't moved. I don't think that, I haven't talked about them, but I don't think they can get within range. They can't get within range of any of those vampires. So they just need to head around the horn, like all the other, like the rest of the fleet is doing. And I am so excited that the Sea Dogs got a chance to do something useful. That was really fun, and so we're gonna keep them. Yep, we're gonna keep the Sea Dogs. I'm not upgrading them to U-boats because I don't think the U-boats have any use whatsoever in Civ 6. Okay, we all have a story about when Civ 6 and some Civ 6 game, some Civ did something, created a boat. And then, yeah, maybe if it was the right area, you could sink it with a U-boat. But for the most part, it's not what they're doing. Okay, should we build some railroads here? Of course we're going to build some railroads here. That's what these engineers love to do. Oh. Where'd he end up? Oh, he's there? Alright. Did the supply convoy end up there? No. Wait, the military engineer and the supply convoy are both in the same hex, but they're both the same type of unit, right? Support. Military engineers, supply convoys. Can multiple support units stack in the same hex? Maybe they can. Maybe I just always thought that per category only one unit. I mean, am I sober? I mean, that's what's going on here, right? I'm clicking the supply convoy. It's circling this hex. So that's a hex it's occupying. Circling the military engineer, selecting it, and it's circling the same hex. That's a hex it's occupying. Are U-boats specific to Germany? Oh, yeah, I think I'm calling them U-boats, but yeah, they're submarines. Yeah, you're right. U-boats are a unique unit for Germany in this game. And I don't think that submarines have much use in Civ 6. I think when you get to Sea Dogs or Privateers, Sea Dogs are the English special unit equivalent to Privateers. When you get to those units, I always just leave them because they become weaker and weaker relative to where the tech's at. But you can always use them as mobile artillery against coastal coastal targets. So I think I can bomb this city. Yeah. So you see how this city is a little bit stronger, significantly stronger than the last city. That's because of the population. Higher population, it just has more defenses. Okay. Oh, I got another bomber here. Well, let's keep pounding away on Salsa. I might end up taking Salsa first just because it's in range of more aircraft. But then I have this high population city that's kind of in my rear lines relative to the other cities. It's not the preferred order of things. Okay, this tank army has doesn't have move points to cross that river. Yeah, no, I can't really do anywhere. I can fortify. Don't get much of fortifying. Can you launch? Yes, you can build a nuclear submarine, which is the upgrade of the submarine. Yes, you can. However, I can't personally. I mean, in my game, because oh my God, did you see how much the artillery dropped the outer defenses of that city? Okay, so the artillery. Okay, so they're cumbersome. But man, when you get them up in place, they still outperform the bombers at bombardment. They're just awkward, slow, stuff like that, low range, etc. That was good. Okay, so Ollantay Tambo should fall next turn. Especially now that those artillery are in position, ready to rock and roll. But yeah, so that I don't, I turn off nuclear weapons. I used to mod no nuclear weapons or in my games, and I know a lot of people think you shouldn't do that. Why do that? That's a really important part of Civ. Well, I don't enjoy it. I don't like using nuclear weapons, and I don't like being hit by nuclear weapons. I just don't like nuclear weapons, so I turn them off. Other people turn off barbarians. How can you turn off barbarians? That's, so it's just a game. The supply convoy. Oh, okay. Maybe mystery solved. It let me, for some reason, move the military engineer into the spot with the supply convoy. Usually, that seems strange, but now it's forcing me to move the supply convoy because the engineer is there. Okay, that's slightly more consistent with what I thought the rules were. Okay, I guess I'll just move it to here. Actually, I moved to here, so it's in range of built infantry units. That's weird. Yeah, so I think that's exactly what you can do with nuclear submarines, but I'll admit that I've never actually done one. But yeah, I think I watched a game of Marbazor when he used nukes to wipe out the Ottomans, and I think he was firing them from nuclear submarines. Which, yeah, okay. I mean, it's I don't have the same objection to giant death robots. Okay, the destroyer fleet I think just needs to keep up the rest of the Rat Pack over here. Okay, tank army. Fortify. Oh, we get to fire this machine gun again. This guy's, I forgot, this guy's got the promotion that lets him attack. Oh, wow. Oh my God, that helps. There, one barbarian gone. Nice. Nice. Because even though that barbarian, even though that vampire was almost dead, it still had a 92 strength. Which means it could have punch somebody a bit before, even from that low strength. Okay, get some more art going. This this carrier is rapidly leaving that admiral in the distance. Okay, so so I'm doing the wrong thing with the admiral. Then it should move back to the city and then use city transfer to get someplace useful. Next turn. Okay, I'm crossing my fingers that I don't get hurt too badly by the Incans up here. Okay, nope, nope. Doesn't look like anything bad happened to me that turn. Okay, good. And we're gonna get helicopters. Melee strength of 86. And how can anybody object to giant death robots? They do look really, really cool. They do look really, really cool. Okay, I am going to do one thing, and then I'm going to have to stop for today. I'm going to upgrade my cavalry army into a helicopter army, because it's the type of thing that I could easily forget next game. And I'm going to put in my notes to self for the next game. Watch out for the vampires, and don't worry about the trebuchets. All right, well, that's going to be it for today. It was fun. I kind of thought I would get further with Inca. I thought I might actually get the capital or by now, or even wipe them out. But the appearance of the vampires and the AT armies, which were all suddenly facing 4 units that were as strong as any of my units, I knew I had to slow down and really calculate how to neutralize that threat. And I was a little careless, and I lost my spec ops unit and my cavalry unit, not my cavalry army. But you know, those are the types of units, like I hate losing a unit. You always try to, you know, they always say play to never lose a single unit. I do play that way, but those are kind of throwaway units in a sense. You know, I mean, that's their job, is to go running out there in the middle of things, and you just have to be prepared to lose them, you know, once in a while. So it's the way it goes. All right, well, thanks again for stopping by. I appreciate it, and I will be back next week.